Shall we check up on Chat Logic? It doesn't matter what I want to. What matters is what is content or something, right? My wishes don't matter in the slightest. What matters is like that I jingle the key. We also have Bosch and Steven. Okay, I'll leave you with this choice. Mr. Gerban, Mr. Ger calls for mass reporting me again. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna go grab a drink. Mass reporting? Uh-oh. I've been accused once of mass reporting Chat Logic, so, well, let's see. We're gonna see if it holds any water. Be right back. Be right back, because I need a drink. I need a drink for this. I'm not even gonna risk making jokes, okay? I'm gonna be cold, objective, I'm gonna be professional. Especially since I know more about this subject than 99% of people, okay? So, I'm not gonna even, I'm on shaky ground as is. I'm on thin ice, so I'm not even gonna make jokes about mass reporting anyone, okay? Because I might end up in a new video with a thumbnail saying that I called for mass reporting of someone. So let's see. Mr. Girl calls for mass reporting me again. Let's go.
It's a very savage. It's very savage act.
Savage.
I believe DK's
Savage act. What's the term? I challenge you. I challenge you to a video game match or something.
mixed race. Oh, DK, can you just pop into
What?
the Discord and
I'm
say
sorry,
that you
who?
wish death?
What?
It's very savage. It's a very savage act. I believe DK's mixed race. Oh, DK, can you just pop into the Discord and say that you wish death upon people, please? Master Geo, you're banned from the Discord.
Wait. Okay. Is it just me, or is it unironically really weird that for someone that wants to distance himself from anything that DK does, he makes his videos directly about DK for no reason? Why? Like, how many people talk about their editor as much as Chad Logic does? Isn't this video supposed to be about Mr. Girl?
Discord because you're a Mr. Girl simp. You're now banned from chat and you're never getting unbanned. You will not succeed. You are wasting your time.
Who, me?
You're wasting your energy.
Me?
You're wasting your breath. You
Me?
can just go and do your own thing, okay? You can go and wither away and die in your pathetic...
Oh my god.
...content creation space. What do you mean bullying with thumbnails? What does that even mean? What the fuck?
Wait, but Destiny wouldn't even do that.
He's become a big piss baby, crybaby, and it's all he's got left. Maybe you should be listening to me when it comes to YouTube. Because last time I checked, you're banned, you retard.
He has a large Discord server and a decently sized platform. And I think as a result of his actions here, it should be taken away. I think Chud Logic should be banned from Discord, and I think his server should be deleted.
Wait. Who gets... What do you have to do to get banned from Discord? Like, unironically, I'm asking. Like, what do you have to do to get banned from Discord? Does anyone ever get banned from Discord? Is this a thing that happens? Yeah, sure, he does defend him, but defending him is one thing, but he keeps inserting DK into his content. Also, I have to... Okay, I have to do something because this is not good. This is not a good arrangement. This is not a good arrangement at all. That's a bit better, right? But yeah, he keeps inserting DK into his content. And also, is there any situation when you actually get banned from Discord? Because it sounds like calling for someone to be banned of Discord sounds like a wild thing. Like, I don't know, I think Discord has a particularly big threshold of things that you can say or do. Right? Do you know anyone who has ever been banned on Discord? That's actually a thing that should be a poll. And I don't mean from a Discord channel. I mean from Discord period, by Discord. Do you know anyone? And what was the context of that? I'm really curious about that. So before we move on, I would like to know. Because, I don't know, calling for a person to be banned from Discord feels like almost silly. I don't know. What is the Discord TOS? I want to read. I want to see. Terms of service Discord. I honestly don't know if he has broken TOS. I mean, I think Child Logic has enough people disliking him that if he actually broke terms of service, somebody would have joined and reported his Discord at this by now, no? Restrictions on your use of Discord services. This has to be it, right? When using our services, you must comply with these terms and applicate laws, rules, and regulations, and you must use the services for authorized and acceptable purposes. You must also adhere to our community guidelines and other policies. I'm gonna look at this next. Which contain more detailed rules about your content or behavior when using Discord. Fundamentally, do not try to do or encourage or help others to do any of the following. There we go. So we have three main things that you cannot do. It's why mods in Voshcord and Zankor have to be so careful. Even the appearance that someone is organizing raids or doxing can get a whole server nuked. Wait, but interesting. Very interesting. Don't use the services to do harm to yourself or others. Among other things, this includes trying to gain access to another user's account or any non-public portions of the services, infringing anyone else's intellectual property, rights, or any other proprietary rights, exploiting, harassing, bullying, spamming, auto-messaging, or auto-dialing people through our services. Don't use the services to do harm to Discord. Among other things, this includes trying to gain access to do attacking our systems. Okay, this is irrelevant. Don't use the services to do anything else that's illegal. This includes using the service to plan or commit any crime or to do anything else that is illegal. Is doxing illegal? Although doxing itself is not illegal, it could contribute to another criminal offense like harassment, stalking, intimidation, identity theft, or incitement of violence. For those sentenced to jail time, doxing is usually part of a larger scheme involving multiple criminal offenses. So technically speaking, it's not. Doxing is not illegal. Right, intimidation and stalking, although that will be I mean, I assume there were people who sent those screenshots to Discord, and ChatLogic's Discord is still up, so I'm guessing that Discord has ruled it not to be against their TOS for some reason. That or nobody raised the issue with Discord, right? Well, the action itself isn't illegal, in many countries at least. Like if you use illegal methods to dox someone, then yeah, but doxing itself is not illegal. Do not threaten to harm another individual or group of people. This includes direct, indirect, and suggestive threats. I guess this one has been sort of broken on the Discord due to the whole DK thing. I guess this one was broken, right? This is so strange. Okay, let's return to the video.
Okay, so what is going on? Well,
I feel like it feels really funny to me that all those people that have sort of accepted Mr. Girl with open arms, that it sort of bites them in the ass now. Like, I find it really funny and sad. I don't know. Was it cynicism? Or did they really think that Mr. Girl was some deep intellectual who had some really profound things to say?
Max is unhappy with my community moderation, and for that reason thinks I need to be Giga deplatformed, to put it very simply. So let's get into it and talk about it, okay?
ChatLogic's moderation. I don't even think Chad Logic does any of the moderation himself, so he's hands off to be sort of to have all that plausible deniability. Technically speaking, he accepts everything, but he does not do any of the moderation personally, or at least I think so. Chad should be banned because he's British. I'm not gonna comment because I'm gonna be featured on a whole new thumbnail that will say that I'm encouraging people to be banned or something.
So this is the hotline from yesterday, I think.
Hotline.
He starts talking about it about 1 hour 5.
Handle dealing with other content creators
Here we
who
go.
might do something that you disagree with, or have somebody underneath them in their community that you disagree with. And the other is people in my community who do shit that I disagree with. Like, and for her to try to tangle the two together.
What are the odds that DK goes through the threats? I don't think he's
What?
made any threats, has he? He's wished great harm upon someone, but I don't think he's threatened them. There is a difference.
I mean,
so I just want to give you some context going into.
DK has threatened people directly before in that whole debacle, right? On the Discord, when he said that he'll just dig up information on mods and users on the Discord or something. That's a threat.
Into this, in terms of what this conversation is about, okay? In terms of what this conversation is about. So, basically, not so erudite.
Yeah, but technically speaking, Chad Logic is talking about something else here. Chad Logic is not talking about that situation. But yeah, DK has in fact threatened people in the past. Yeah, but I think in here Chad Logic is talking about something else.
Not so erudite tweeted this out. So I don't know what the context of this is exactly. Isn't that against Discord TOS? Well, we'll get to that in a minute, my friends, because, you know, I have actually, in preparation for this, made sure to read through the community guidelines of Discord.
We have done as well.
And I'll be revealing my findings then, okay? But I have read through it, and we will look at that in a minute.
I see.
Because that is a good question. Because the whole point of Spicy Chat is it is moderated to the standards, specifically of Discord's terms of service. So, we'll have a look, won't we? See what's what. Anyway.
Specifically, I want to know if the whole threatening of revealing other people's information is against the community guidelines. Specifically, the community guidelines again that talks of direct, indirect, etc. Any sort of threats, right? Implied or otherwise.
So, this is some cringe argument.
Cringe.
So what is this? Joshua needs to be arrested. This is what we're talking about when we say men disproportionately respond with violence if they feel disrespected or rejected. This is the kind of thing people like Destiny and Not So Erudite want you to ignore.
Really doing this?
Okay.
Okay. Go.
What?
Well, hang on a minute.
Whoa! Whoa!
Whoa, Jesus. Okay, that's a bit... Anyway. Some say this is staged, some say it's fake. In any case, I think this is a bit disingenuous to say that... I mean, listen, I disavow the guy's actions. Obviously, he's going way too far with it.
Oh.
But, like, this isn't just a rejection.
Really doing this? Okay. Go.
She knocks a drink over him.
Yeah. Because he tried to grab her, right? He tried to grab her. Are we going to just... Are we just going to glance over the fact that he just tried to grab her?
Nonetheless, it does look staged, but even if it's not staged... Yeah, but the point is, this isn't just a man getting rejected, is it? This is someone getting a drink poured over them and overreacting, assuming it's correct, and beating the fucking shit out of the person. Like, this isn't just getting rejected, is it? We've got a very limited context to assess what this is.
Sure, but in this stage, quote-unquote, video, the guy is not just hitting on a girl. He's just trying to grab her. What? I guess it's normal behavior to just try to grab someone out of the blue, right?
Essentially, it's staged. I don't know either way. But anyway, what a stupid fucking comment. Even if this was true, even if this was a true example of a man reacting violently, after getting rejected, the idea that you would use this to make any broad argument is insane. Honestly, these talking points where it's like, oh, you shouldn't reject someone. If you reject someone, they'll just respond with violence. Unironically causes more fucking rape and bad situations. It literally fucking does. Because it puts people in a position where they think, oh, I can't say no, I can't assert my boundaries.
Nobody says that. People just say that it's not as easy as some people make it out to be, right?
Be the victim of violence. No, you're not. Assert your boundaries and you'll be fine. Like,
oh yeah, sure.
Obviously, there's some cases where you might be at risk, but that is the minority of times. Out of 100 people asserting their boundaries firmly, right? How many of those people are going to end up actually getting physically assaulted like this? It's just such a bullshit point. Anyway, still doesn't defend the guy in the video. When have I defended the guy in the video?
You're just asserting that, right? Like, this is why discussing these sort of things just from videos like this and you're just asserting things out of your ass, basically. Actual nonsense. Prove that Chud doesn't talk to women. True.
I'm not saying I agree with him beating her up. I'm saying that even if we accept this as true, right? Even if we accept this as true, it's not just getting rejected. She's pouring a drink over him and he's responding to that. The point is,
but he didn't just try to chat her up, or I don't know. He didn't just go to her and say a cringy pickup line and she poured a drink on him. He tried to grab her.
Responding to. He's not responding to getting rejected. He's responding to getting a drink poured over him. That's not the same thing.
Yeah, but she's not just responding to him trying to talk to her. She's responding to him grabbing her. You see why this whole thing is silly? Like, we saw what happened on the video. Right? We saw clearly what happened on the video. Like, once someone gets physical with you, it's fair game to respond physically as well, right? I think so.
Anyway, it could be fake, maybe it's real. Even if it's real, it doesn't matter. Let's continue on. So, try tagging us next time. The video has been circulating for over 3 years on Reddit and appears fake. If it is real, what's your evidence that I want to ignore it? So, this person wants to fucking mention Erudite, right? And then, with how toxic your followers are, no thanks. What a fucking loser, man. These people are so fucking pathetic, right? They want to go on Twitter and fucking say all this shit about someone, and the moment they respond, it's, oh, your followers, that's so toxic. Oh, no, thank you. Well, don't fucking say shit then. It's Twitter, okay? Suck it up, you fucking loser. Anyway.
Jesus.
Anyway. So Nossa Erudite responds further, okay, and says the following. I've stated this publicly before, but if anyone ever gets DMs that are threatening, that feel in conjunction with us Twitter beefing, do not hesitate to send me names. They'll be banned on all platforms. What's Erudite saying here? Let's just break it down, okay? Let's just break it down.
There's not much to break down. There's honestly not much to break down. It's the standard thing that creators say. Give me the names and I will ban them. That's it. There's nothing to break down. This is just fluff. True.
Erudite is saying, if we get into a Twitter beef, okay, and one of my followers contacts you, threatening you, with threatening DMs,
yes,
let me know and I'll ban them, okay?
Okay.
So that is what is being suggested here, right? If someone off the back of Twitter beef is in your DMs threatening you, let me know and I'll ban them. Which, you know.
You didn't break anything down. You just repeated what she wrote. Like, how did you break anything down? Breaking stuff down is not when you just repeat what is being said once again.
know, is a pretty reasonable standard that Nossa Erudite is setting there, okay? Seems fair enough, okay?
Great,
Anyway,
but you didn't break it down, you just repeated it.
Is because Nossa Erudite responded to this tweet with this.
Okay.
This is Chud Logic's editor. You both gonna keep interacting with Chud.
Who?
And what has Lav shared here? A very low quality screenshot, but nonetheless we can make it out.
Just so you know. Just so you know. My opinion of Lav, of this person, deeply unpopular woman, is lower than of Chud Logic. I'm just gonna put it out there, okay? My opinion of Lav is lower than of Chud Logic, okay? An extremely transphobic person. An extremely transphobic person. Because it's like the because it's the Paul stream, Lav's transphobia is off the charts, let's just say. It is quite something else. Like, Lav keeps writing her transphobic screeds on Twitter. She's like a TERF / full-blown transphobe. Yeah. She's the person that writes the article with Mr. Girl about Chud Logic. Well, not about Chud Logic, about Destiny. But I don't know. From this video, it seems that maybe Chud Logic will receive a chapter in this growing article, at this point, book that Mr. Girl is writing. He said that it will have like 50 pages or something. Mr. Girl like announced that this article will have like 50 pages in it, so, you know.
Damn, someone just doxed Mr. Go and told me to tell him that people are coming to his house, wild shit. And this is DK, my editor, in my Discord, saying good. This person Jack responds. They DM me randomly. We'll wait for it to play out. And DK responds. Hopefully they take the crazy bitch he lives without. Jesus. Ooh, that is spicy. Okay. And then there's these messages here. And then there's these messages here. Stop giga chatting, okay? Listen. Come on now. Come on now, leave it out, okay? Leave it out. Leave it out, okay?
Okay, get on with it.
So what's this? Of course he's going to cover it, I don't know. I just have the nagging feeling it's going to be a total shit show, waste of time, tons of relevant bullshit. Just drama, nothing serious.
Wait.
Bunch of shit people already know or won't care about.
Isn't drama all that Chud Logic does? What do you mean, just drama, nothing serious? What serious topics does Chud Logic cover? When was the last time Chud Logic covered anything that was not just drama or irrelevant BS? When has that happened? Does anyone know?
About anyway.
Chud Nation.
Oh, Queen Man, you know, the person that sometimes came to this chat and the person that did a whole segment on me on his YouTube channel. Another one of those people.
DK.
Thank you for the song. Even if Destiny forcefully raped a woman 10 years ago, I doubt he'd lose a single viewer. I feel like Lav might actually kill herself with all of her shit laid bare on the KF page.
I feel that Destiny would lose, like, I feel he would lose at least one viewer. He would probably lose at least one viewer.
And DK responds, we can only wish to be so lucky. That is. Just to be clear, the position of me, Chud Logic. Okay? Just to be clear on my positions on this.
Okay.
Do not commit suicide.
Jeez.
Do not kill. Okay? Do not kill and do not suicide. Just to be explicitly clear on my positions. Now, anyway. This and other messages I think that have been shared around. These are the main ones, though. You know. These are the main ones that are going around. But this is what has kind of instigated some of this drama, is this claim or this idea that, like, you know, essentially DK posting these messages in my Discord server is comparable or,
Okay,
you know...
that's wonderful. But how do I make money off depressed people?
Whatever the antonym of disavow is.
This is very interesting because...
Thank you for the 420. I think it's a vow.
This is very interesting because Chad Logic is sidestepping altogether that whole thing when DK, where DK directly threatened people. You know, the thing about doxing everyone in the server and all the mods. Like, sure, this thing, technically speaking, is not breaking the community guidelines, but what about the thing that President Sunday called out? Does that one still not breach the community guidelines? Chad Logic, could you please look over it on stream and make that judgment? You know, bring out the quotes, look over it, and check if everything is above board. That would be pretty cool, right?
I think it's a vow. So, you know, DK is putting these messages into my Discord server, and these are now obviously being used to say to Erudite at a time when she is saying, if you get threatening DMs, let me know and I'll ban them from the platform, from any platform. And Lav is obviously saying, well, hang on a minute, look at these messages here. By those terms, shouldn't you, like, I guess what? Stop interacting with Chud on this basis. But the problem you've got is, well, first of all, these are not DMs. These are not DMs that DK has sent to someone, okay? Clearly the stand...
I mean, let me see. So wait. It has to be DMs. If it's open threads, then it will be okay. That's a little bit of a silly thing to say. So if it's not DMs, it doesn't count anymore. If someone threatens openly and not in a DM, then it becomes fine. That's so weird.
Standard that Erudite is setting is, if someone is contacting you directly with threatening messages, right? At that point, let me know and I'll ban them. That's the standard that she's got.
So
right?
outside of
So
DMs,
the first
threatening
point
messages
these aren't
are okay?
threatening DMs, right? These are messages posted in a Discord server, you know, that are, what? Shitty, harsh, you know, needlessly cruel. I don't know what word you want to use for it to condemn it enough. But yeah, obviously, like, wishing harm to someone, wishing some form of harm or death on someone, or wishing someone is doxxed is a shitty thing to do, okay? I don't think there's any denying that. I don't think you're going to be able to get around the fact that doing that is a shitty thing to do. And everyone's going to start fucking soy nodding. Okay, listen, you fuckers are unbelievable. It's a very savage. It's a very savage act. I believe DK is mixed race, which is not relevant, but...
Savage? I don't know. I would call it juvenile, but I don't know. To each their own. You call it savage, I call it juvenile, but whatever. Right? Whatever you want to call it.
I'm just throwing that out there. Anyway, to get back to the point at hand, okay?
Okay.
To get back to... I need to be careful. People are actually trying to fucking cancel me right at the moment. Anyway.
Okay, please.
So, here's the situation, right? Not So Erudite is saying, if I'm in a beef with you and you get DMs that are threatening, let me know and I'll ban them. And Lav is obviously seeing this as an opportunity to insert herself into the conversation, as she always fucking does, with something she's upset about that isn't actually relevant to the topic or the matter at hand. Because, answer me this, if someone is saying, if someone sends you harassing DMs, I'll ban them, what is someone posting messages, shitty, harsh messages in a Discord server, you know, wishing that someone dies, what the fuck has that got to do with receiving harassing or threatening DMs? Nothing. It's got nothing to do with it. Lav has just got a fucking axe to grind, okay, Lav knows that she's barking up the wrong tree, taking this stuff to me for reasons I'll get into, okay? So she's now going to Not So Erudite to get her to what? What is that? To get her to stop associating with me because my editor posted some shitty things in my Discord. Is that it? Have I got the right series of events lined up in my head?
I don't know. It feels like
What
Chad
is that
Logic
about?
keeps getting into weird
Listen,
dramas because
to be
of the
clear,
editor.
If you are unhappy with any element of my moderation or any element of my server or community or anything, you are more than welcome to leave. You're more than welcome to fuck off. You don't have to. You're not obligated to be a part of Chud Nation. Okay. You're more than welcome to go your separate ways. And people have in the past for this. Because bear in mind, this isn't the first time this has happened, okay? This is not the first time that people have come knocking on my door or the door of others to say, oh, DK is saying some edgy shit in a Discord. What are you going to do about this, Chud Logic?
Oh, we're getting to it. We're getting to it. And bear in mind, the thing President Sunday was talking about wasn't just saying edgy things on the Discord. This is a bit disingenuous. This was directly threatening the whole of the mod team and directly threatening all of the Discord users. Like what President Sunday pointed out is something totally different than just saying some edgy things on Discord. Like it's okay. Let's see how this will be framed and explained away. Let's go.
Hello. You know, this is not the first time this has happened. Anyway, so that's where the kind of core of the drama has come from. Okay.
Oh, so he's not going to say anything. Like he just dropped the whole President Sunday thing, hello. And that's it. Because we know that it's just indefensible. We know that DK threatening the whole mod staff and all of Chad Logic's Discord users is not really just saying edgy things on Discord, right?
Just read that for me if you could.
Yeah, I talked to Chad a lot privately about the situation also. I almost never put my foot down with mod actions. You all know that by now. This is one that I'm asking to go through. And if it doesn't, that's fine. I respect the decision of the majority, but then I'll be happy to dig up anything I can find on anyone on the server, since it's precedent that is now allowed such not bannable. I'll also bring in friends from other servers to harass people, and I'll have some fucking autistic friends, trust.
Thank you very much. Can you read this one for me, please? Let me send it up for you.
You know the context of this message?
I just want you to read it first, then you can tell me the context.
Oh, okay, sure,
Yeah.
sure. You just want to railroad, I guess.
Yeah, read this one, please. It's right on the screen. It'll take a couple seconds. It's a bit of a lag.
It's okay. If Jellicle doesn't think it's too far, we can see what we can find on Jellicle. Is that the one you wanted?
Yeah.
I'll have people get to work.
Brilliant. Okay, so in your judgment, there is a context that justifies this, right?
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself.
Which Chad Logic acknowledged but downplayed by saying that he dealt with it. Right. Yeah, exactly. So either it's just edgy talking on Discord and it's okay, or it's bad and he has dealt with it. It can't be both of these things at the same time, right? Just can't.
Okay. That's where the core of the drama is coming from, is the fact that Lav is going to Not So Erudite to, you know, say, hey, this is something that DK is doing. Answer to this, please.
Okay.
So, Not So Erudite responds, I'm sorry. What exactly do you want me to do about Chud's editor? If a fan of mine starts threatening people on my behest, what I can do is cut them off from to disincentivize his action. DK isn't my community member. Are you going to keep interacting with Chud, knowing he signs off on this?
Well, it can be both of these things, but he only pointed to one because he's really smart. Well, in the case of what President Sunday has pointed out, it actually literally cannot be both of these things. Like, it's either just saying some silly edgy things on Discord, which is like whatever, or it's actually threatening somebody, and Chud Logic has dealt with it. In this sense, I will repeat, it cannot be both of these things. It cannot be both just saying an edgy thing, and both serious threat at the same time, right? It's either serious or not serious. And what President Sunday has called out was in fact serious. And as we have agreed, apparently Chad Logic himself has acknowledged that it's serious, and he said that he has dealt with it. Right?
Hang on a minute. Wait, what? What's that supposed to mean? I just fucking disavowed this shit. What do you mean? I didn't sign off on that. It's not like I said to DK, oh, DK, can you just pop into the Discord and say that you wish death upon people, please, and hope people commit suicide?
Also, it doesn't matter if you disavow or not, because DK, like it or not, is part of your brand. So what he does will be associated with your brand. Like it or not. You can deny it, you can cry about it, you can say that it has nothing to do with you. As your editor that does your videos, your thumbnails, that, from what I know, manages your YouTube comments, he is part of your brand. So when he does something that is perceived to be bad, your brand will be associated with it. That's all there is to it. And it happens everywhere. It just happens everywhere in all industries. If someone behaves badly in a brand or company setting, the whole of the brand gets tarnished. Right? Yeah. I feel like Chad forgets about something called personal responsibility, and he has a responsibility for the people he associates with. Well, it goes beyond that. It goes as far as the branding, right? Because he associates with DK in a professional capacity, right? When people from Blizzard made their whole Bill Cosby room, nobody could give an excuse, oh, they're just being edgy on their own time and it has nothing to do with Blizzard. No, Blizzard got the hit for it. And it doesn't matter that it was just a bunch of people that, that did a funny room on their own. Of course the brand is gonna be, affected. Right? Of course. It's silly to think otherwise. Right? That the de facto face of the brand can just say, I disavow, and it's all fine all of a sudden. Like, if it was that easy, then Bobby Kotick would just say, oh, I disavow all of the things that my employees at Blizzard have done on their own time, and it's all good. It's all good. They have nothing to do with the Blizzard brand. That's silly. Ridiculous.
Suicide.
That sort of excuse would not fly anywhere else, in any sort of business setting. It just wouldn't. And I think Chad Logic knows this, hopefully. Right? Yeah. My gosh, my mouth is frozen. I could restart the thing.
Wait, what? Jesus. Anyway, then Nossa Erudite responds, yes, I believe in interacting with people whose actions I disagree with and worldview I oppose.
Chud Nation.
Thank you for the sub.
1 year.
There must be degrees of separation or almost no collaborations are possible.
That is of course nonsense. Like, this sort of level of separation, quote unquote, does not work in any professional setting, right? It just doesn't work. Not when it's out in the open like that. Like, it sort of works when the bad things can be hushed, but it doesn't work when it's in the open like that in a professional setting. Chad is completely spineless anyway. He'll dump supposed friends when it's convenient. Why would he take responsibility for anything? Well, you know. Like, it's not even about responsibility. It's about being professional, quite frankly, right? It's about being a professional in your field. This sort of thing will not fly in any industry. Also, welcome to the stream, Flippant.
So pretty reasonable kind of like points here, I think. Not so erudite. Like, I think there was a quote tweet chain.
I mean, yeah.
Mr. Girl quote tweeted and was complaining about it. Destiny then quote tweeted it saying, well, what about what you're doing to me? So it kind of spun off that kind of a lot of people got to see all this. A lot of people got to see DK wishing death upon Shaylin and saying that, you know, Lav committing suicide would be good. I'm paraphrasing, obviously, but that's the main flavour of what was being said. Okay, a lot of people saw this. So, let me just explain a couple of things before we go any further into
What do you want to
this,
explain?
okay? Because even though people have got all these perceptions about it and what's what, let me just explain a little bit about my logic and thought process of all of this.
Chad
okay?
logic.
Because here's the thing. There's a couple of things here, okay? So these messages, I believe...
Yeah, but it also comes with an understanding of what damages and what does not damage your brand, right? It comes with the knowledge of branding, right? Of course. And associating with a person that has openly bad things is damaging to your branding, of course. Unless, of course, your main target audience is people that will just think that it's okay. DK has a sense of humor of a 13-year-old who uses 4chan daily. No, well. Sadly, some people do not mature past that age. It is unfortunate, but, you know, some people just end up mentally stunted.
Both screenshots are from Spicy Chat, okay? Now, what is Spicy Chat supposed to be? Well, Spicy Chat is supposed to be a place where we just stick to the Discord terms of service, okay? We just stick as close as we can to Discord terms of service. There might be times when we go outside of that if there's certain things which are like, you know, like for example, if people are arguing hardcore about someone getting banned, then it's taken up the entire conversation. We might tell people to stop talking about it and move on just for the sake of keeping the conversation flowing or something like that, right?
I don't know. The whole idea of a spicy chat, quote unquote, feels very juvenile and childish to me, but I don't know. Maybe some people like the idea of something like that. Maybe it's appealing to some.
So there are little bits and bobs outside of the Discord terms of service that we might moderate against, okay? But primarily, when it comes to Spicy Chat, okay, we moderate as close as we can to what the Discord terms of service are and our interpretation of it, okay? So that does raise a question, doesn't it? Well, surely this would be against the Discord terms of service. Wishing for someone's death. Hoping someone commits suicide. Oh my goodness. Surely this would be against the Discord terms of service. Well,
like there does seem to be a certain level of childish, juvenile energy behind all this. I'm not gonna lie.
I have consulted the Discord community guidelines and I found the following. Okay? So,
We have read this as well.
The most relevant point that I could look at as to what it might fall under. Okay? Do not threaten or harm another. Sorry, do not threaten to harm another individual or group of people.
Yeah. We read
this includes direct, indirect, and suggestive threats.
Yeah.
So
we read this before.
Can anyone point to that message where there was a threat against a person?
Oh. But interestingly enough, Chad Logic, I can take the video of President Sunday when he was talking about DK threatening the mod team, and there I actually can point to a pretty direct threat against somebody. So I guess my question is, what do you say to that? What was your answer? Who knows, maybe Chad Logic is even gonna end up watching this segment, so what is your answer to it? Or like, are we gonna review the quotes again and consult the community guidelines when it comes to that sentence? Yeah, but it's not a question if he dealt with it. Like, is that an answer that is acceptable to Discord? Like, Discord says, you broke our guidelines, and Chad Logic just says, I've dealt with it? Or does dealing with it meant that he sort of explained himself to Discord and just got it sorted with Discord directly? I don't know. It could be very well the case that he explained himself to Discord directly and, I don't know, made us some sort of like a promise that it would never happen again. He got some warning or whatever. Who knows? After all, breaking terms of service or community guidelines does not mean that does not always end in immediate termination of an account, right? Sometimes it's just a warning, sometimes it's like a strike type of system. So who knows? Who even knows?
I don't see it personally. Now look, do I agree that like wishing death upon someone is a good thing to do or should be done? It's not really something I would do, okay? I'm not really in the business of saying, oh yeah, I hope this person dies or I hope harm comes to this person or something like that, okay? But
there we go.
I don't see any rule here, as per Discord TOS, that message would break, okay? So, here's the thing. Although I don't agree with the content of the message, it's not something I would put out myself, okay? Right? It's within the Discord guidelines as I'm interpreting them. I cannot see any piece of terms of service of Discord that would, mean that someone couldn't say something like that. The channel is designed specifically to adhere as close as possible to Discord terms of service. Looking at the rules that are in place, I don't see any breaches, as distasteful as I find it myself. So I don't really see any reason to remove it, or to demoderate it, or anything. If you think I've misinterpreted something, or if you think I've misread something, or if you think I'm not seeing a certain part of the terms of service, by all means, let me know. Okay? But the problem is that, well, not the problem, the kind of logic I have with it is that's what that part of the Discord is for. I might not like something that gets posted. I might disagree with something that gets posted. Okay? But in order to adhere to the principle of what that Discord is about,
there's not much to add here, to be honest. But Chad Logic has, wait a minute. Wait a minute, Chad Logic. Wishing someone death, right? Chad Logic read us this community guideline. Do not threaten to harm another individual or group of people, right? But right below it is this community guideline. Do not organize, promote, or support violent extremism. This also includes glorifying violent events or the perpetration of violent acts, as well as promoting conspiracy theories that could encourage or incite violence against others. This is interesting. So, if you wish someone got killed, does that mean that you are glorifying violent events? And that's a good question, isn't it? Are you glorifying violent events when you are wishing death upon someone? And what do you think? Does that trip this particular guideline or not?
I'm not going to moderate content that is within Discord TOS that doesn't fit within the kind of outside guidelines of, like, you know, what is and isn't allowed. Comes under hateful conduct. Where? Where does it come under hateful conduct? This includes this is like hate speech stuff. This includes the use of hate symbols and claims that deny the history of mass atrocities. That's not what this part of the terms of service is about. Okay. So, next up, we've got the suicide thing, which was, what was it? It was like, someone said, I think when Lav sees the Kiwi Farms thread, she might kill herself. And DK responded with something like, we can only be so lucky.
It should trip mods server TOS.
Now does that?
Well,
now does that fall under the terms of service?
It's an edgy chat or whatever.
Well,
spicy chat.
Not really. Unfortunately not, no.
It's a spicy
Do not
chat.
share content that glorifies, promotes, or normalizes suicide
or
acts of physical harm. This is the only...
There we go.
This is the only part of the terms of service that I could see.
I mean... There we have it. Chad Logic himself acknowledges it, right? That it could potentially trip this one, right? Like, it's not really outside of the bounds of reasonability that this could be interpreted as tripping this one, right? So I guess Chad Logic does not have to watch this video anymore. You're spared from pity watching this video because you've looked over the term right here.
Be relevant to this. How is it glorifying it? How? What is It's not like he's saying suicide is good. It is saying, you know, it would be good if this person killed themselves. to paraphrase it, obviously.
Yeah, so it's glorifying this person doing it, right? It doesn't need to just be glorifying the act. It can be glorifying a particular person doing it, right? I think that's a reasonable interpretation, you know? I don't think it's unreasonable to say that the person is glorifying a person harming themselves, right? Keep in mind that usually it all depends on how the thing will be interpreted at the end of the day. If it's interpreted favorably, then that's all good, but what if someone doesn't? What if someone does not interpret the term of service in your favor? Which is totally possible.
Where in the terms of service is any of this not allowed? So, as much as I understand Max being upset by it, don't get me wrong. I don't have a problem with people being upset by it and not liking it and finding it distasteful and stuff like that, right? But the entire premise, the entire point of Spicy Chat is... if you go in there, as long as you're posting within the Discord terms of service, that's what we're moderating against. It says here in the fucking rules. This is the... Wait, how? I'm not hiding behind anything. I've laid this out clearly back on the 16th of June 2022 is when I said this, before any of this shit happened. This is a place where the rules are a little more lax than in other parts of the server. The primary thing that will be moderated here is anything that is in breach of Discord rules. And anyway, listen, I'm not just... I don't think it's based. I don't agree with these... I don't never say stuff like that myself. I'd never say... You know, I hope harm comes to this person. I'd never say, you know, I hope that someone kills himself. Because I'm a nice guy.
Oh.
Because I'm a nice guy. I'm such a good guy. But here's the thing, and a couple of things to understand with this, okay?
Oh, what a
First
nice
of
guy.
all,
What a
even
nice
though
guy.
I'm a fucking content-brained drama freak, okay? I do have in my head some set of principles that I tend to operate by, okay?
Okay.
Some things that I tend to operate by. One of those things, if
Principled,
I've got a thing in place
logic.
in my Discord that is like, we're going to moderate to the terms of service here, what right have I got, even if I find particular messages distasteful, to go in and moderate those specific messages?
I mean...
That seems like an abuse of power to me. Just because I don't like something or I disagree with it, or I'm...
It's okay, it's against the person that he really, really dislikes, so that's fine. Okay? That's okay. Screw principles when it's someone you don't like. As the main rule of cool.
friends with a content creator that doesn't like something that's been posted,
rule of cool.
I don't feel it's really my place to go in and fuck it. And look, I've made mistakes in the past, don't get me wrong. But I've reached a point now where, for me, you know, unless it explicitly breaks the terms of service, I'm not going to remove something from Spicy Chat, and I would not advise my moderators do so either, okay? The message is still up in the Discord to this day. It's up in the Discord to this fucking day. I've not received any notifications from Discord. I presume it's been reported. I've received no notification. Touch wood, the Discord is still up. Nothing's happened. Nothing's gone down.
What about the thing that... Never mind.
So, I am following the letter of the law of Discord.
Letter of
I've
the law.
assessed the message. I've looked at the terms of service. I can't interpret it as seeing there's a breach of the terms of service, so the message stays up. Now, the other question that's asked, okay? The other question that's asked, okay, listen, there's some absolute retardation in chat. If I see a retarded comment, I don't have time to respond to you, so I'm just going to time you out for fucking 8 hours, okay? I don't have time to argue with it. I'm going to explain everything, and if you don't like it, you can fuck off, okay? I'm not here to acquiesce to the mob. If you don't like the way I manage things, if you don't like the fact that I've got fucking DK as an editor, right? Master Geo, you're banned from the Discord because you're a Mr. Girl Simp. You're now banned from chat, and you're never getting unbanned. You're gone. Get the fuck out. Sling your rook. You're gone. You're too retarded, okay? I've given you fucking 20 chances. You're too fucking retarded. You're gone. You're never coming back, okay? Right. Now we're fucking taking out the trash, right? Let's get to the fucking meat and potatoes here, okay? So, people have done this before with DK, and to my shame, at times, I have somewhat acquiesced, spoken to DK, whatever, right? But I'm operating off a new set of rules now.
You've spoken to DK.
DK is a person in his own right, okay?
See?
DK
is
a person in his own right, separate to me, with his own points of view, his own opinions, and his own perspectives on things. And sometimes those perspectives will clash with mine. So there's content creators that I'm on friendly terms with that he fucking despises, right? I am not gonna fucking put the fucking thing on DK to say, well, you've got to follow the party line. If I like someone, you've got to like someone. If I think this, you think this. If you think that, you think that. That's not the way that I'm gonna fucking operate, okay? If you've got a problem with something...
That's not what is being expected of you, but good to know. That is a total non sequitur to the critique that you're receiving about DK. But, okay, good to know, I guess. Sure. Don't follow the party line. Okay. Sure, why not?
That DK does, take it up with fucking DK. All right? It really is as simple as that. If you don't like my policy, then fuck off. Okay? I am not cucked to anyone. I am not cucked to some fucking company or shareholders or something like that. I am beholden to the terms of service that the platform.
I mean, you do seem to be a little bit cocked to your editor. If I'm to be completely honest, you do seem to be a little bit cocked to your own editor. Yeah.
Platforms that I'm on, and I'll follow those terms of service because I have to. Okay? But I'm not cucked that I'm going to get a fucking mob at my door going, oh, DK's done something controversial, and I'm going to go, yeah, okay, no problem. Time to get rid of DK. That's not how it's going to work. Ever. Then never is that how it's going to work. Okay?
You are a little bit
I
cocked.
feel like my relationship with DK has come to an end for a certain reason. That'll be my decision that I make off my own back for the benefit of my own business. Okay? Not because a bunch of retards online.
Your business is online, right? That's first off. And second of all, your editor is damaging your brand online. But I get, whatever, right? Whatever. We've said it a bunch of times now. That's fine. You don't need to care about it. I don't care. Whatever, right? It is what it is.
Mad that DK's put something fucking edgy in a Discord server, alright? Fuck off with that shit. Not interested. It's never gonna work, okay? About 3 or 4 people have tried now, and all of them have failed. Every single one has failed, okay? You will not succeed. You are wasting your time. You are wasting your energy. You're wasting your breath, okay? I would sooner fucking die than cuck to some fucking sensitive retard that can't handle me having a professional relationship with someone that posts edgy memes sometimes, okay? Not happening. Not happening. Absolutely not happening, okay? And this is why you see this pathetic, desperate attempt from people to go to Not So Erudite and trying to get her to stop associating with me because they know they're barking up the wrong tree, okay? Because they know they're barking up the wrong fucking tree.
He's alluding to things like what President Sunday did.
Not gonna happen, right? Now here's the thing. Here's the thing, okay?
Where's the thing?
Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Where is it?
I think I've just said it, actually. Oh my gosh. But in any case, here's the thing. If you don't like DK, that's fine. If you've got a problem with something that DK has said, go to DK, okay? Speak to DK about it. Or don't. Fuck off. Leave my community, alright? It's fucking insane. There are plenty of content creators that are able to exist in my server, that are able to have a relationship with me, even people that DK doesn't like, because they're not total fucking cucked pussies, okay?
I mean,
if you can't handle the heat,
it feels
get out
like
the fucking
projection.
kitchen, as far as I'm concerned, okay? And here's the thing,
True.
we'll get to it in a minute. You can do that without advocating for my deplatforming.
Jessica Johnson says, Chad is sensitive. Chad is the sensitive freak. He gets triggered every time someone criticizes DK. I mean, it does make me feel that he is a little bit cocked to DK. Ouch. Well, it's a little bit sad to be a cuck for someone that, technically speaking, works for you, but, you know, we all choose our lifestyles, we all choose what we do, right? If Chad Logic wants to be a cuck, then it is not my responsibility to stop him, right?
Right? You can just go and do your own thing, okay? You can go and wither away and die in your pathetic little nothing fucking content creation space if you're not willing to engage with me, okay? There's no obligation to do so. I'm
hold
not
on.
obligated by any terms of service anywhere.
What happened to your principles? What happened? What happened to the principles?
to manage DK's behavior to a granular level where I'm telling him what he can and can't say. Would you approve if Edis was a Nazi? Yes, I would. I don't give a shit if they're a fucking Nazi. I would take on a Nazi in a heartbeat if it would increase my fucking revenue by 50%. What a stupid question to ask me.
There we have it.
Absolutely I would. What is their political view?
What happened to principles? I guess principles are out the window. There we have it. There we have it. There we go. There we have it. Easy. Not much to add there, I guess. Not much to add there.
Got to do with the work they do for me. You're not going to catch me out with little fucking gotchas like that, I'll tell you that much, okay? It's irrelevant.
This sort of thing would not work in any sort of professional environment. You understand that, right? This sort of logic would not fly anywhere. Imagine a brand owner saying, I don't care if I hire a Nazi as long as he just brings in more revenue in an official capacity. Because what Chad Logic says here, he basically says in an official capacity, right? This is wild. Like, I don't know. Either Chad Logic has zero knowledge on branding and how to take care of his brand, or he just caters to Nazi sympathizers, I guess. I don't know. This is what I'm really wondering, if Chad Logic has ever held an actual real job outside of this. Like this, moments like this really make me wonder if he has worked anywhere outside of doing this in a more structured capacity, in a company or anywhere else. Like moments like this make me really doubtful that he ever did. Like, sheesh.
To me. What is this cucked bullshit? Oh, you've got to show deep concern with the political ideology of the fucking person that edits videos for you. Get the fuck out of here. The only thing is, obviously, if it came through in their work, like for example, right?
If
every time they submitted a video and it had a black person in it, and it was like, Mr. Nazi Man, I can't help but notice everyone else has got a picture of them, but you've replaced this person with a particular animal. What's that about? What's going on there? Maybe that might be a problem, okay? But
I genuinely think Chad Logic has no clue how branding works. Like, he has no clue what things affect positively or negatively his own brand, and what sort of association, sort of like, this is wild. This is wild.
Assuming everything is how I want it to be and the channel is growing and everything.
It doesn't matter. It honestly doesn't matter. Right? If you openly endorse a Nazi as a person working for you, then I'm sorry, your brand is gonna suffer for it. Even if they do an excellent job, even if they never sip any of their beliefs into the work they do, as soon as people openly know that the person is a Nazi, the reputation is tainted. I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry. At that point, the reputation is just tainted. It's ridiculous to think otherwise, that you can just neatly separate those things. Like, it just does not happen in any reasonable professional field. You know? So there we go. There we have it.
Well, no problem. No problem. Anyway, if you don't like my mentality with this, which is, I admit,
very juvenile and unprofessional, yeah. Maybe the reason why I have so many more Patreons than you. Is maybe I'm just a bit more professional than you. That could be the case, Chud Logic, you know? I don't know. Maybe it's because I just don't associate with Nazis. Or maybe it's just pity. Who knows? Who knows? It might be it could be anything, really.
To some people, very radical. Okay.
It could be anything.
Right? I need to stop reading chat comments. If you don't like my fucking thing, right? Stop watching me. That's the price I pay for sticking to this principle that I've got, and that's fine. If you don't want to watch me because I'm not willing to fucking fire my editor because they've done some edgy shit or said some edgy shit or there's a bunch of people mad at him for doing something, if you don't like that, then leave.
I mean, Chud Logic used to be considered as likable, right? Chud Logic used to have like a reputation of being more likable, I think. Then now, at least. There were people, like Demon Mama used to be friends with Chud Logic, right? Like, it's like a thing. Plus, don't forget, nobody is a Patreon because somebody is likable or nice. It's either trolling or pity or they like the content. That's it. That's it, mate. That's it.
Stop watching me. Unsubscribe from me. Unsubscribe from my YouTube. Leave my Discord. I don't care. That's the price that I pay. But guess what? Guess what? My viewership is only increasing at the moment. My viewership is only fucking increasing at the moment. So clearly, right, it's not a negative impact on my fucking business.
Wait, hold on, Chud Logic. How long have you been doing this? Let's talk about because you are now 22.9k subscribers. So I guess you are growing. I'll give you that.
Why is it that there's no big stream?
But Demon Mama is still catching up to you, even though she used to be much smaller than you. That's one thing. 21.7. She's not far behind you. Right? And let's see, how long have you been in this business? How long have you been in this business? I want to know. How old is your oldest video? Let me make a little bit of a deep dive into your business model and how it's shaping up into amazing growth and results. We're going deep down into the oldest of your videos. You've done a lot of videos. It's gonna be some scrolling. Chud Logic has been on that grind set. That's for sure. Damn. Oh my god. 3 years. 3 years. Well, he has not always been a drama channel, right? So, 3 years ago. And now, Chud Logic is at 22.9k subscribers. Now, let's look at a content creator that I like. That used to be smaller than Chud Logic, if memory serves. Shark 300. How big is Shark? How long has Shark been doing this? Let's see. Maybe Shark's been doing this for like 5 years. Who knows? How old is Shark's channel? Is it older than Chud Logic's channel? It used to be a left wing channel, yeah. Not anymore. He has left the left. How old is Shark 300's channel? Let's see if it's older than Chud Logic's or not. I guess similar time to Chud Logic. Which makes it good because it makes it like a fair comparison. 6 years ago. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's interesting. Shark 300 used to make videos 6 years ago, and then he came back to and then he returned to YouTube 2 years ago. I want to see some of the videos from 6 years ago. Oh my gosh. Let me see. That's a little bit of a stun log, but
Oh yeah, yeah. I see that.
that's a nice character. I know this game. This was pretty young 6
I
years
want
ago,
that
right?
XP though. Thanks.
This shark was pretty young 6 years ago.
I don't know what he's doing. Whatever it is, I don't like it. Yeah. I got.
It had like 17 views. Damn. Damn, baby shark, 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 baby shark. Nice. Okay. So let's just say that he started real content 2 years ago, because this like 6 years ago he was a baby and he just did these little videos, right? And Shark is at 96.4k subscribers. I think it's, yeah, I think it's him recording his gameplay, yeah. It's him recording his matches. So Shark is at 96.4k subscribers. So I will, I guess, leave it to you to decide who has the better business model. Shark has more subscribers, more viewers on videos from what I see. Yeah, he has a lot more viewers on videos, but strangely enough, less people come to watch Shark live than Chad Logic. But that's because Chad Logic always speaks about drama. Yeah, he's very big, which is wonderful to see. Like, Shark is definitely one of my favorite content creators. And he gave me great advice on how to stream, if you know. Yeah, Shark is great. There you go. I doubt anyone will need this, but if anyone is not yet subscribed, then do so, because every single subscription is one step closer to a 100k subs. So please help in the race to 100k. Okay? Okay. Let's do this. It's teamwork. Let's do it together. All right? Let's continue. So I guess that's that when it comes to Chad Logic business model.
Why the fuck am I going to change it? I've got a principle that is not negatively impacting my business, so why the fuck would I consider changing it? This is a radical leftist position, okay? Because normally what happens in these situations, if
it is not a radically leftist position that a person being a Nazi hurts a business owner's brand. If you think that this is a far left position, then you're out of touch with any sort of reality. I'm sorry. Like, if you ask any business owner, any real life business owner, go and ask them, would you be okay with openly employing a Nazi? And see see how they react. And then ask them if not wanting to hire a Nazi openly is a far left position. And see how he reacts to that. Like, I don't know. It's some sort of a weird fantasy land in which a boss can cleanly separate his workers' ideology from the brand. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous, like, in any sort of reality. This is silly. I'm not even sure how to respond to this.
If someone is controversial that is part of a certain business and like content creation online, they get cut off, right? The sniff of an allegation of an assault and the person's fucking slinging their hook. I don't play those.
Wait, hold on, Chad Logic. You said that you would not care if the person was openly a Nazi. Someone being openly a Nazi is not a sniff of an accusation, right? Like, so this is like a whole other weird tangent. Like, I feel like most drama channels are just delusional about how the world works because they're so enveloped into their own drama space. Yeah, like, this is like, I don't know. This is once again some sort of, I don't know, people reaching the ripe age of 14 and then just being mentally stunted at that age, I guess. Like, isn't Chad Logic like 36 or 37 or something? He sure does not act like he's 36 or 37. I'll tell you that much. Acting that way at 37? Yikes. Oof. Damn. I don't know. How old is Chad Logic? Well, I know that much. I know he's in his 30s, but the real question is like, how old is he actually? Like, is he 36? Is he 33? Is he like 59? What is the age of Chad Logic?
Games, okay? There's a very clear standard that I have in place in regards to DK
It's
and
not
his ability
very
to
clear.
continue to edit videos for me, okay? Right? If he commits a serious crime, murder, rape, you know, something like that, you know, a serious crime.
That's a very bizarre
at that
standard.
point, assuming he's, you know, gone through the legal system and charged, at that point, yeah, sure.
That's a very bizarre standard.
If he was to engage in, you know, some form of harassment, such as doxing or something like that.
Oh?
Yeah. At that point.
Wait, hold on. Didn't he threaten doxing already? Doesn't he partake in doxing? I don't know. I guess it's not my business. How you handle your business.
Sure. If he was to like go and dig up someone's fucking address and put it in my Discord, okay? Yeah. Obviously at that point that's different, right? But then, you know, that is the kind of thing that I'm looking at. It's something very serious at which that I would cut ties, right?
No, I'm actually asking seriously how old he is, not, you know. I'm not looking for a meme answer. Oh, there you go. He didn't just threaten doxing. He claimed to already have doxed info. So I guess Chad Logic should cut ties with DK, right? He mentioned doxing. And apparently DK is ready to go with the doxing information about people, so...
He said some edgy shit in the Discord that I don't like. Why couldn't a felon edit YouTube videos? Well, he wouldn't have his fucking gear in prison, would he? Anyway, that is where I am with it, okay? You can not like it, you can criticize it, you can disagree with it, you can even hop into the Discord and try and convince me as to why I should actually take a different action. That's fine, okay? But you can't make me do anything. That's what's so beautiful about this. You literally cannot make me do anything that I don't want to do, okay? The best chance you've got...
Sounds like something that a 14-year-old would say.
...is to get me fucking deplatformed, cancelled, removed, whatever the case may be, okay?
Sounds like something a child would say.
But you can't make me do anything. You have got no power. The only thing you can do is murder me, okay? That's how you're going to stop me.
Sounds like something that a mentally stunted person would say. Or alternatively, oh my gosh, alternatively, a person who is a cuck to his own editor. Should we start calling Chad Logic Cuck Logic? Because he is a cuck to his own editor? Is that a thing that we should start calling him now? Cuck Logic? Interesting. I don't know, he feels really extremely cucked to his editor. It is surprising. Isn't he supposed to be Chad? A Chad Logic? But in reality he's just a cuck Logic? I don't know, it's weird. It's extremely strange. Very strange behavior.
Because unless you manage to get me on some clause on every website where I get suspended from every platform in existence, okay? Other than that, you have to kill me. You have to kill me.
Like, I don't know.
Whilst I'm...
That is literally like a total... That is such a cringe lord. I don't know. Don't like the term, but it does sound like a weird cock soy boy-ish. You have to kill me first. So dramatic. So bizarre. So weak. I don't know. You have to kill me first. Like, this is so bizarre. This is so cucked, unironically. You want me to fire DK? You'll have to kill me first. I would rather die than fire my editor. What? Jesus. Okay. Okay, I guess you would rather die than fire your editor. Good for you.
Sleeping. And... like a vampire. Stake through my heart, okay?
Die. Okay.
So anyway...
I'm sorry, and Chad Logic unironically calls other people lolcows when he says something like that. Like, this is literal lolcow material. Saying stuff like, I would rather die than fire my editor. You can't make me do anything. You have to kill me first. Like, I'm sorry. The milker has become the milky, I guess. Sheesh. Oh my gosh. The student has become the master. The circle is now complete, or something. This is so bizarre.
That's my take on this, okay?
Oh,
if you don't like that,
amazing.
That's fine. You can sling your hook, okay?
You what?
Any questions before we move on to the actual video, the segment of Mr. Girl talking about this?
Nope. No questions.
Any questions, any disagreements? I did cut off some retardation, but I'm sure there's still plenty more to go around. I won't ban you at this point or anything, you know, for saying something about it. Evil Fossil, right? I only gave a fuck about you when you were giving me money, okay? It seems like that's dried up, so you can fucking sling your hook as far as I'm concerned, okay? If you want to come back and give me some subs, fine.
Sheesh. My God.
I'm not going to ban him. I'm not going to ban him because he might come by and drop 20 subs in a schizo rage one time.
My God.
Okay, before we move on,
I guess
there's a couple more memes to look
I guess he's consistent with his philosophy about people. If anything. He's consistent. Okay.
What is this?
Okay.
Are you going to keep interacting with Chud, knowing he signs off on this? If that's a standard you hold, I do believe you were interacting with Destiny when he was interacting with Fuentes, who is unarguably a way shittier person in every way, and you didn't stop contact because of that. I've never seen Fuentes say anything like this.
Uh-oh.
Okay. I mean, first of all, that just isn't true. That just isn't fucking true on its face, right? That just isn't true on its face. But go and watch one of his streams. And I'm pretty sure within fucking 10 minutes, you'd find him saying something incredibly morally and ethically egregious, right? You'd have him fucking breaking some TOS of a normal platform any day of the week. Right? But secondly, even putting that aside, are we really suggesting? Are we really suggesting that DK is somehow worse than Nick Fuentes?
Okay, I will say that much. DK is not as bad as Nick Fuentes, but I don't know. I don't think it's an achievement not to be as bad as Nick Fuentes personally, so I don't know. Those are big,
but now we're making the point unironically.
those are big shoes to fill, right?
Good one.
Being like Nick Fuentes.
Good one. The other thing I find funny too, I don't know if
What's
people
funny?
know this. DK doesn't just edit for me, right? But it's
Okay.
always Chud Logic's editor, Chud Logic's editor, Chud Logic's editor. There's always this.
I have,
desperate
and we will
attempt to
play it on
associate
stream.
so directly DK with me, because that's the only way they can get me.
That's because you're the most vocal about your relationship, working relationship with DK. That might play some part of it. But yeah, I have played Odin Sphere and Princess Knight as well. I do plan to play those games on stream.
Okay, it's like trying to get Al Capone on tax charges. It's the only method they've got left. Because I'm a Teflon Don. Teflon Chud. Nothing sticks to me.
No, you're a cuck. I'm sorry.
Anyway.
You're cucked to your
That was
own
quite funny.
editor.
What else have we got before we move on to the video? Oh, here's some original Lav tweets.
Oh, maybe the reason why Chud Logic is so cucked for his own editor is because Chud Logic only has this one editor, and the editor has many other people that he can work with. So maybe Chud Logic is just that much more committed or something. What do you think?
Pretty Tony.
What do you think?
Pretty Tony, known DGG terrorist. Chud Logic, whose editor has been cyber abusing and harassing me and my partner for months. Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot. She tweeted this out before as well. This was before the not so erudite thing. She tweeted this out and she deleted it, but anyway, sorry, I completely forgot about that.
Oh.
Who said they wanted Max's girlfriend dead. Chud Logic was known for being a misogynist and racist. A drama channel.
I mean, yours is a drama channel, right? It's factually correct, no?
This was... Okay, this is a bit... oh, sorry. This is the wrong way round. My bad. So this was the first message, and then it goes on to the one I just read. Brianna Wu sends me the most unhinged messages to then go on Chud Logic, who has repeatedly put my fiance's job and full name in his videos to encourage harassment, and called me a dumb slut and whore repeatedly after I begged him to stop. To accuse me of being a sex criminal. And it goes on to the Chud Logic thing. Well, she didn't beg me to stop doing that. What she actually begged me to stop was she sent me a series of DMs after a video of hers went on my channel, and she was desperately trying to get me to delete it because it made her look bad, basically. The other thing that I find funny as well, is like, people's lines are so weird to me, of like, there's these arbitrary lines that get drawn with this, right? Now, just to be clear, I don't really care about shit talking, okay? There's certain types of shit talking and stuff that I'm not going to engage in, but I don't really care if it's used against me. Like, if someone were to say, I hope Chud dies, or I hope Chud kills himself, I wouldn't, like, cause a fuss. I'd be like, whatever, you know, maybe talk some shit back, whatever the case may be, okay? But people have got these...
He always reads people calling him a drama channel like it's an insult. If that's embarrassing, then why do the content? For money. But yeah, he's a drama channel. That's it.
Weird arbitrary lines where it's like, it's completely out of bounds to shitpost about hoping someone dies or someone is murdered, right? That's out of bounds. But Lav coming to my chat and like talking about my kids and my relationship with my kids isn't something that's condemnable. Now, to be explicitly clear...
It is. It is super condemnable. And I think Lav is worse than Child Logic. Far worse. In my opinion. There we go. Especially with the whole going after someone's children. Yeah, sure. That's true. It's
Clear.
true and easy for me to
I don't
say.
really care about, like, you talk as much shit about my kids as you want, okay? Go nuts. But it's just like, why is it that that is kind of like not worthy of condemnation? No, but is Max condemning it?
Damn. It's really... I don't know if I would feel very good if I went on internet and saw my parents say, talk as much shit about my kids as you want, I don't care. I'm not sure I would be very happy with my parents saying something like that, but whatever. Right? Like, I don't know. I would not be very pleased. Let's just say.
Her for that. But is Max condemning her for that? That's the point I'm making. If there's a clip of Max saying, I think it was wrong of Lav to go after Chud's kids, right? I'll take my fucking words back, no problem.
It was super wrong.
But I don't think there is.
Every time a Lavs opens her mouth, I wake up happy. I get
It was super wrong.
new video of my favorite streamer calling her a dumb bitch.
Thank you very much for the 420. I do not believe that Max has criticised her for that. And I don't, just to be clear, I don't care, right? But it just seems insane to me that we're going to get on a high horse about this, which is, you know, DK shitposting in my Discord, admittedly some stuff that I think is distasteful.
I'm gonna get on the highest of horses. Highest horse.
To my chat.
Ultra horse.
And fucking have a go at my kids.
Mega
my
horse.
relationship with my kids. And that isn't condemnable. Like, they don't make any sense. These lines that people put down don't make any fucking sense whatsoever. You know?
What?
And if we want to get into the, and if we want to really get into the memes, we can talk about Lav's past. But we don't need to do that in order to make the point, right? So yeah, I just don't understand these kind of arbitrary lines and standards that people put in place over this stuff. It's just crazy to me. But, you know, it is what it is. Anyway.
Well, thankfully, I don't have them, and I can easily condemn both of these things. So what now? What now, Chad Logic?
Those are the kind of main memes from the Twitter stuff. But yeah, anyway. So, obviously, Max weighed in on this. Max, just to be... He did send me, like, screenshots of the offending messages in my Discord. And I didn't respond. I completely ignored him because yeah, I just don't care. He had some takes on it. I think I've got it queued up here. So, we'll see what he says.
And then make Erudite have a hard stance, and then you join hands, you grab onto the shit-covered hand in order to support her. It's like, bro, you look crazy.
Bro.
You look crazy. And I feel like you do this all the time with Lav, because Lav just loves sticking her hand in shit.
Okay.
How hard is it not to
I just
join
don't,
a panel with 10
I-
different people
I think
and have them, like, it's shocking.
I
can't believe
think
she's
it
still
was
doing it.
I think it was a totally appropriate time to bring up that request.
You
Why?
think that Erudite's saying, if someone's in my community and they're harassing you, I'll do something about it, to say, well, Chud Logic talks to you sometimes, really not even that often, but you have a working relationship with him, and his editor was in a Discord saying crazy shit about me, so what are you going to do about that?
I know what happened. You don't have to explain it to me.
You think that that's a perfect time to
Well,
bring
maybe
it
the
up?
audience doesn't know what happened. Okay. Chud Logic is a streamer, and Not So Erudite is a streamer. And Erudite told Lav, who is also a streamer, she doesn't stream that often, but that if someone in Erudite...
Okay, I'm gonna... I'm playing nice, okay? I'm above it all. I'm above it all.
Erudite's community is harassing anybody. She tweeted this out. Let her know, and she'll ban them. And Lav took the opportunity to say that Chud Logic's editor, who has been, I think, bullying her for months at this point, with thumbnails calling her a whore, calling her...
Bullying her with thumbnails. I mean,
there's also
the sensitive
crappy
bullshit, man. What do you mean bullying with thumbnails? What does that even fucking mean? What the fuck?
Or a bitch. Chud
Logic's
Logic.
editor is like forethought. He's just like a bastard.
Yeah, he's really mean. Chud Logic himself calling Lav a whore and a bitch multiple times in his streams.
He has to double down because of his editor, unfortunately.
No. I stand by every single word I've said about Lav. I stand by, okay?
If he is a coward, he does. He doesn't have to do that.
True.
That's the wait.
Like I wouldn't.
That's like the Rasputin meme, isn't it?
If anyone on any team that I have control over in my community did any of these things, they would be gone instantly.
Wow.
So I don't agree. It's not like there's a fucking lack of editors out there either.
True.
Like I'm sure Chud Logic could find another editor instantly.
It is so bizarre to hear that from Mr. Girl of all people.
This is so funny. Like how people view some of these relationships are so disposable. You know, it's like, oh, someone's done something controversial that's causing me problems. I'll just cut them off and find another editor. Easy as that. I just don't see it in the same way.
Oh, so it's like a deeper kind of relationship. Isn't that even worse for your brand? Oh my gosh. Chud Logic has not a lot of self-awareness. Not a lot at all. Like, damn.
I just don't have the same perspective on it. And bear in mind, you know, it's not as if DK, as everything he's ever done, there's never been any friction.
I just don't say it like that. Firing Nazis. It's a bit much, innit? Firing Nazis a bit much, innit? Like, this is so ridiculous. I think we've talked at length at CUCKED Logic's like weird philosophy that would not fly at any sort of work environment.
There's never been any issues. I've never spoken to him about anything.
Very nice
He's just
detail.
had free reign to do what he wants. There have been we've had very fractious, backwards and forwards and stuff like that, you know? But
that's touching.
I'm not the kind of person that is looking to rule with an iron fist, for one thing, okay? I'm very open to feedback and talking and figuring out what the best course forward is a sort of...
Being professional and not hiring Nazis is not ruling with an iron fist.
Team situation. But the other thing as well is I feel like this really undervalues what that looks like as well in terms of a professional relationship, because it'd be easy to say, oh, DK just edits for Chud Logic, right? If he's causing a problem, if he's doing something I don't like, get rid of him and find another editor.
Yeah, that is
right.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, obviously, we could.
That would be the professional thing to do. Yeah. That's right.
About the fact that he generates content for me by being such a fucking schizoid sometimes, but that's besides the point, okay? DK has taken my channel from being a 7,000 sub channel with middling success, if you could even call it that, you know? It was, you know, it did okay managing it myself, but it was not anything really special, okay? I got it to a fairly reasonable point with no training, no editing, nothing, but nonetheless, 7K sub YouTube channel, right? He's taken that, and with his efforts, labor, whatever, he's transformed that from a 7K sub, you know, thing, earning a few $100s a month, to 20,000 sub plus, growing, feeding viewers into my stream, you know, adding value to my brand, you know, all this sort of thing. And he
adding value to your brand. What value has DK added to your brand? Can you name anything? Is this cope that I'm I was semi-joking with the whole being cucked for the editor, but now the cuck nature of this whole relationship is coming to full light. What's going on here? I was nothing before DK, or you say I was a small nobody, and DK has taken me to amazing places. What the cock logic is really accurate, isn't it? Damn, I'm speechless. Comparing to your colleagues that were either smaller than you not so long ago or comparable size, you're not doing that great. Shark is over 90 subscribers. How big is Xander Hall? Also like 80 or 90,000 subs. Demon Mama is basically almost as big as you. Like, yeah, and he got fired. Like, I guess I've stumbled into a really accurate name for Chad Logic, Cock Logic. Well, yeah, he got fired for not being good.
Done that, you know, yes, through my materials, through my content that I've made on stream, but his actions and work on the YouTube channel have done that, right? So to me, it seems real fucking unfair to turn around one day, unless it is something serious, like he's fucking abused a kid or something, right? It seems real crazy for me to turn around and say, well, that's not yours anymore, mate. Oh, all that effort and work you've put in, right?
What are you... So are you saying that DK is the de facto co-owner of your channel now? That's not yours anymore. Wait, are you... What is the relationship here again? Let's hear that again.
That's not yours anymore. Right? It seems real crazy for me to turn around and say, well, that's not yours anymore, mate. Oh, all that effort and work you've put in, right? Gone.
What do you mean? You could fire him and keep the videos up. Like, what's the problem? You could terminate the relationship, the working relationship, and keep the videos on the channel. There you go. The effort is not gone. That's one. Two, what is the relationship? Does he work for you, or does he co-own the channel with you? What's going on here? Like, what? What's happening? What's happening here? This is just silly cope. Cock logic strikes again. Like, he really... Damn. I mean, it's sad, but it is what it is. It is what it is.
Stripped away. I just don't think that's right. I just don't think that's the right thing to do. It's just business, cut him loose. But I've criticized companies for doing stuff like that. That's not how I operate. That's not how I think. Marxist soy cuck. Call me whatever the fuck you want, okay? But you're...
So, it's okay to hire openly a Nazi as long as he increases your profit margin, but it is against your personal principles to fire a Nazi that you openly hire, because that would mean their amazing work would go to waste? What?
You're really telling on yourself when you say stuff like that, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
But it just seems wild to me that people see it as such a disposable thing of, like, you know, you can just take an editor and replace him with someone else. I mean,
it's so wild that you think that you can just not be pro hiring open Nazis. It's so crazy. It's so wild. Damn.
I'm sure that I could find an editor that could take over the channel. But to me, that feels like a really fundamentally, in my own perspective, like an unfair thing to do, unless they do something very serious, like break a serious law, go to prison, something like that, right? Just seems wrong to me. I just don't like it. And listen, I know we like to meme about the content brain, stuff like that. I do try and operate off a sense of, like, ideals I have in my own head and try and work accordingly. Do you see what I mean? Now, obviously, there are times at which, you know, it might be that DK wants to sort of part ways. And hopefully, if that ever was the case, it would be a mutual thing and we'd figure it out, whatever, you know? But because there's controversy and because people are mad at DK for doing something or saying something controversial, I just rip that away and go, wait, fuck off, that's it. Just seems crazy to me.
It does.
Seems crazy to me.
The level of cuck is crazy.
You know, if that's your perspective, that's fine, right? You might disagree with my perspective. You might think I'm wrong. You might think I've got the wrong idea about it. You might think, oh, well, fuck it. It's capitalism. It's whatever. Who cares? I just don't see it that way. And again, if you don't like that...
You might think it's just capitalism. But Nazis are under my special protection. I oppose capitalism by hiring Nazis. And that is my principle. Damn. Damn. You're so principled, Cuck Logic. Damn. Damn. Doing something serious like threatening to dox your mod team because mod called that DK out. Well, you know, that's not quite serious enough. Are you cheapening the deep relationship between DK and Chud Logic? Well, sorry, Cuck Logic. The name has changed. Are you trying to cheapen the relationship? You call yourself a leftist.
And if you don't like that, you're more than welcome to exit my community.
True, get out of here.
Discord, unsubscribe from me and never
forever.
watch me again.
True.
And I'll take that hit, okay? I would take the hit of someone not watching me.
True.
Because they're unhappy, you know, with this interaction and this association that I've got with someone. I'll take the hit on that, okay? And if it turns out that sticking to that and my viewership dwindles down and no one wants to watch me anymore because I'm, you know, doing this with my fucking media project, then so be it, okay?
Media project.
So that's what I'm operating from. People seem to think that I'm just coming at this and I'm just like, you know, I don't know, it's really weird. They've got really weird conceptions about it. But there is a more fundamental principle and idea that I'm working off that no one really seems interested in engaging with. It's just... Well, DK said something really harsh and mean, though, and lots of people are mad at you about it, you know? But yeah, anyway, a little bit of insight into my brain. Let's continue.
So, yeah,
That's a horrible insight into your brain.
For any of it. Oh, but the thing is, I wouldn't post the fucking video. Like, if someone's making a thumbnail for me and they were like, let's call this person a cunt in the thumbnail, I would just, like, be like, no. Welcome so I don't... He doesn't...
Exodus, thanks for the 5 gifted. Appreciate it. By the way, this is complete cope about the thumbnails, okay?
Oh, cope.
Now, if I'm wrong on this, if you can find an example where this isn't the case, I'll take the L on it, okay? But I am 95% sure and confident
95%.
that anything that's on a thumbnail is something that's said in the video.
Oh.
At times, if people have complained about a thumbnail, maybe we've paraphrased one time, we've even changed the thumbnail to directly match a quote of what someone has said, right? Because the point of the thumbnail...
So what about the whole thing of me mass reporting Chud Logic? Has that thumbnail changed? Has anything changed there or not at all? Anything changed there? Can anyone check? Let's check. Wait, let's check. I want to check. I want to check that theory. There you go. Bizarre lefty mass reports me in fever dream attack video. Well, I guess that theory does not check out. Where have I said in the video that I have mass reported Chud Logic? I would like Chud Logic to point to the exact part in the video when I said that I have done so.
Is to be provocative and get people through the door, right? But we always try and represent as, you know, we're not going to make something up to put on the thumbnail.
Oh, is that
words
so?
On the thumbnail generally are going to come from a premise or words spoken in the video. It's not like I've done a video about Lav where I'm like, you know, well,
interesting.
You know, Lav is a lovely person. I think this and this about her. And then it's like, Lav, dumb, blah, blah, blah on the thumbnail and stuff like that.
Interesting.
It is always a representation of the spirit of the video or the spirit of what I'm saying.
So there we go. I guess he
There's
does.
an example you can point to of DK just making something up whole cloth about Lav in terms of calling her a rude name or something along those lines, right? There's possibly like editorializing of like, you know, oh, Lav had a breakdown on stream. But that is often rooted in like, well, she cried on stream as a response to this or something like that. But, you know, I do not know of any examples where DK has just made up an insult out of nowhere and put it onto the thumbnail. So, yeah. Again, we're dealing with thumbnail abuse. I mean...
Interesting. So I guess...
If you don't like the fact that there's videos being made about you, perhaps stop being a dumb bitch. I don't know what to tell you.
There you go. So I guess Chad Logic stands by
There's a lot of
the
things
bit
Chad Logic
about
could've done differently
me
that he didn't do.
mass reporting him.
But I think, yeah, maybe for 48 hours.
Keep in mind, in our conversation, Chad Logic said that he does believe me that he does believe that I didn't do it. Right? So the thumbnail should be changed accordingly, right? Shouldn't the thumbnail be changed in the video about me? Oh well.
You get a grace period where you don't own the actions of your...
I mean, I guess Chad Logic couldn't change it if you wanted to, since CUCKED Logic couldn't change it. I mean, DK is in charge of the channel, I guess, so... Maybe I should ask DK, not Chad Logic, to change the thing, since clearly DK is in charge of the channel, and Chad Logic just told people to talk to him. True.
I think he's his Discord admin.
Of course he said that because as soon as he gets real pushback, even by someone as soft-spoken as you, he breaks down because he's weak. That's why he got super triggered over Sunday criticizing DK.
But then after
oh
that,
my God!
I think, if you don't do anything about it, then it's on you.
This fucking... Well, he's his Discord admin. Oh my God, he's the Discord admin. He has got a role, right? So that if I'm asleep and some crazy shit pops off, he's got the ability to deal with it, okay? Like this idea that he's the Discord admin. Oh my God.
I mean...
It's so stupid. What does it even mean? Oh, he's the Discord admin.
It means... It's not a complicated concept. It means that he is a Discord admin. What do you mean? What do you mean? What does it mean? You don't know what an admin is? I'm sorry, what? I feel like Cuck gets more upset over people criticizing DK than he gets over people criticizing him. True. True.
I pay DK for fucking YouTube. I don't pay him anything for the... Wait, that sounds bad.
Okay.
That sounds like I'm taking advantage of him. Fuck. Now, the basic point I'm making is that, like, that's not indicative of anything, really. It's just he's got permission, so he's able to do stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, look, I'll be honest with you. There are times that I've seen him make certain moderation decisions, and I have to...
And with certain permissions go certain responsibilities, right? Like, what do you mean? Like, what are you saying? That's how a bottom reacts when you attack their top. True. Like... Yeah. He just has permissions. That's... What? This is so stupid. I don't even know what to say to this. Like, you have a Discord that is basically a hub for your community, and you have a person who has permission to sort of administrate, literally, it's in the name, administrate the community, and you basically say it's nothing because it's just a role and you don't pay him. This is so stupid.
You know, sometimes I reverse them because I'm like, I don't really think that was like a correct ban or something like that. Like, there's been times where he's banned someone because he's like, they're probably a spy. And he's just fucking banned them out the Discord. And I'm like, wait, what? Oh, well, you know, they're probably spying on us. He does get a bit schizo sometimes, I gotta say. But, you know, it's
That's
to be
interesting.
Fair, like,
That's interesting.
I mean, one example that I thought was, I mean, this was actually more so Boots, but
okay.
When I woke up today, right? When I woke
Right.
up today,
Okay, tell us.
that Nate guy is one example off the top of my head. The Nate guy. But I woke up today and Boots had like just banned anyone that was in any way associated with the Mr. Girl Discord because of what happens later in this conversation. That's my point, Boots. That's my point. He will sometimes ban people because he hates them. Okay, like I'm not saying that he doesn't sometimes.
Okay.
Oh,
An anonymous user
Anon.
gifted a tier 1 sub to Kyo off bot.
Thank you for the gifted sub. But yeah, he definitely sometimes will ban someone. And
That is some interesting logic.
Spy, aren't they? Or something. Come on, I have to reverse it. But anyway, I was banned from your Discord a week before this controversy. Do you know what?
We are getting insight into both cock logics and DK's mental state, I guess.
That was Smith, okay? It's because you went into spicy chat and promoted your video, okay? Now, I'll be honest with you. I did think it was a bit heavy-handed, and I was thinking about unbanning you, right? It's probably an example of like a heavy-handed moderation decision. But the problem you've got is you went into the spicy chat.
But the problem you've got is that this decision was made by DK, and I am DK's bitch. That is your problem, mate. Tough luck. I am DK's bitch, and whatever he says, it goes. Alright? Alright. I'm glad I was able to give you a glimpse into my mind, into my principle. My guy.
You've not only promoted your own video.
My guy.
You not only promoted your own video, but on top of that as well, it was an HTTP video, and I think people thought it was a bit weird. So that probably contributed to the reason for
Also
your ban,
insulted
okay?
my
Anyway.
brother,
Anyway, listen, mate,
lover, husband.
Okay? I'm still a Smith head at heart. Unfortunately, at the moment, we have got a bit of a fucking defensive mode against any associated Mr. Girl people. So I think Will and his channel got banned. I think Elder Drive got banned. A bunch of people that are like associated or, you know, from...
I thought it was a bit heavy-handed, but DK has a heavier hand than me, so I have to bend to his will. Just like he bends me over his knee and spanks me. You know what I mean? You
Mr.
know
Girls
what I
Discord
mean?
that maybe are inactive, all got banned. So at the moment, we are on, you know, a fortress. The bridge to the Mr. Girl arena has unfortunately had to rescind. So, you know, perhaps in the future we'll reconsider when things have settled down. But
sheesh.
At the moment,
sheesh,
the kingdom represents a great threat to ours. So we need to just chill out on that a little bit. I'm even using the Will in his channel terms. Will in his theory is correct, true. Anyway, the point I'm making is that although there's certain times where I look at like DK banning someone.
Chad Logic was crapping on Will and his channel, but the moment Will and his channel sniffed some of that DGG cloud and started growing, now Chad Logic has to really eat his words about Will and his channel. How unfortunate. But Chad Logic is totally not cocked to anyone. Please believe. Chad Logic is totally not a cock. Please believe. Please. Please believe.
That seems like a...
Chad Logic is not a cock.
I might like rescind it or change
Please
it.
believe it.
I make money off depressed people.
Psycho Kage. They give you the $30. You know, it's just I just don't see like what, like he acts like this is some sort.
Maybe if Chad Logic repeats it enough times, then maybe some of you will believe it. Maybe.
That I've put upon him. You are here by Discord admin. You have got all these responsibilities. DK uses my Discord for two things, okay? Number one, posting edgelord shit in spicy chat. which sometimes gets me in a bit of controversy, okay, which is generally what the controversy tends to be. Number 2, talking about Dragon Ball Z, okay? Those are the 2 things that he tends to do in my Discord, right? The other stuff, the janitor shit or like banning people, that is all secondary to those 2 primary things that he uses Discord.
Great.
Anyway, getting back to the point at hand.
So I don't see this as DK's actions. I see this as Chud Logic's actions.
Thanks for the bit, Scrons.
So to me, it makes perfect sense. Editors out there, either like, I'm sure Chud Logic could find another editor instantly. So yeah, I would have absolutely zero tolerance for any of it. Oh, but the thing is, I wouldn't post the fucking video. Like if someone's making a thumbnail for me and they were like, let's call this person a cunt in the thumbnail, I would just like be like, no. So I don't. He doesn't. There's a lot of things Chud Logic could have done differently that he didn't do. But I think, yeah, maybe for 48 hours you get a grace period where you don't own the actions of your. I think he's his Discord admin. But then after that, I think if you don't do anything about it, then it's on you. So I don't see this as DK's actions. I see this as Chud Logic's actions.
That is such an insane fucking principle.
No, it's not. It's like, that is how it works. That is literally how it works everywhere. The one in charge is responsible for his underlings. What do you mean? Like, is CUCKED Logic actually so divorced from reality of any workplace that he doesn't understand this? Even if you don't pay DK for being your admin on Discord, you still put him in a position of power within your community as an administrator of the community. Like, what do you mean? There's a reason why people like Naoki Yoshida, for which he is extremely praised, whenever something bad happens within the Final Fantasy XIV team, he will say, it is all on me. It is all my responsibility. It is all me. Be angry at me, right? The leader takes responsibility for the people that he hires, or she or they, right? Like, what do you mean? Of course. Like, this is like leadership 101. It's not complicated. Like when I get someone to help me to do things related to the pond, the giggle cord, the YouTube or whatever, and that person does something bad, then it's on me, not on that person, right? Like, he also previously took responsibility for DK in writing. He declared that he approves of everything DK does. Yeah. Yeah, your Discord stuff represents you. Of course. It represents the kind of brand, the kind of atmosphere you want to build, of course. Like, that's pretty basic. Like, of course. It is such childish thinking. CUCKED Logic strikes again, I guess.
That is mental to me. So bear in mind, as I showed you earlier,
mental.
You can find DK's messages distasteful.
So, yeah, I guess regular workplace rules are just mental to CUCKED Logic. Great. Great. Amazing.
And that's fine, right? I'm cool with that, right? You might not like them. You might think that wishing death upon someone, wishing they were doxxed, or, you know, memeing about someone killing themselves, you might think that that is fucked.
Lav's actions are Mr.
Thank you for the bits. And that's fine, okay? However, having reviewed the terms of service of Discord, I don't see any reason to remove those messages, because by my interpretation, they don't breach them, number one, okay? Number two, just because DK puts something in my Discord doesn't mean that that's my perspective or my opinion. Like, why have I got so much fucking...
If they are your admin, they represent your brand. Of course. What do you mean?
Ownership on the words of someone who edits my videos.
Are you stupid?
And is, you know, manages my whole YouTube channel. Why have I got so much responsibility for what they post?
Because you are the brand owner. That is why you have so much responsibility. Of course.
That's an insane standard to me that I just do not agree with and I completely reject. To be clear, right? Just because something is in my Discord posted by DK after 72 or 48 hours doesn't mean that I agree or support with it. I don't know if you're aware of this. DK is a different person to me. We've got a difference of perspective.
He is part of your brand. He is part of your brand. What do you mean?
Like, this is mental. How can you operate on these standards where I've got to be responsible after 72 hours for every fucking word?
Below me stylo.
Thanks for the sub, Will. That's been put into my Discord. It's just a mental fucking standard.
By an admin? Yeah.
I completely reject this, and I do not agree. And this is classic fucking Mr. Girl bullshit, isn't it? He's come up with a standard or a principle in his head, and you've got to adhere to that. And that's then the rule for everyone. No, it's fucking not. That's your rule. If you've got some fucking retarded...
Don't weaponize the creepiness of Mr. Girl to push this really pathetic, cocked idea of how your brand should work.
Rule that you want to stick by, Mr. Girl, you go right ahead. If you want to be held accountable for the actions of your fucking retarded staff member in your Discord server after 72 hours, you can go ahead and do that, okay?
That is true. DK is a different person. So why does Cock get so triggered over people criticizing DK? Because he's a cock.
That's not what I'm going to do. That's not my fucking practice. That's not the way I want to go with my content moderation. And if you don't like that, you can fuck off as far as I'm concerned.
So to me, it makes perfect sense if Erudite is saying, let me know about somebody in my community. And Leah says, or Lav says, Chud Logic is harassing me. He's allowing his editor to say that he hopes I get bullied until I kill myself. And he also, after finding out somebody was sending around pictures of my house and telling random people to tell me that they were going to come to my house, DK said in a public chat that he hopes they kill the bitch I live with.
I don't think he said kill. I think he said deal with.
Oh, sorry, take out.
Yeah, take out.
Okay. So to me, Chud Logic owns that. If he is not deleting that chat message, which to my knowledge, I mean, to the best of my knowledge, he has.
Okay. What I own is the concept that chat is explicitly to Discord terms of service. Okay? I don't get to look at it and go,
It doesn't matter. If your admin who represents your brand says those things, then I'm sorry. That means it's on brand for you. Okay? If people who represent your brand say things like that, then that means that is an on brand thing for you. Okay? It becomes part of your brand. You can cry about it, you can cope about it, but it is what it is. I'm sorry. It's just, that is how it works in all industries. You know? That's just the truth. You build your own brand also by your brand is not just influenced by your actions, it is also influenced by the actions of people that you work with.
I don't really like that message.
So yeah, of course.
That's being too mean about someone that I care about. Or, I've got to consider the professional connection.
I don't care if it's mean or not. It's on brand. Simple as. It's on brand for you.
Associations from leaving that message on my Discord. I don't get to do that. I don't get to fucking do that, okay? If it doesn't, if it adheres to the Discord terms of service, I've got no right to go in and stick my oar in and start fucking deleting messages. And also, right, I don't have complete fucking ownership.
You can do whatever you want on your own server.
Of everything DK ever says. DK is responsible for editing my YouTube channel. That's what.
He's also your admin.
I pay him to do and manage my channel. That's what I'm concerned with. I'm not responsible for him fucking schizopractic bullshit of
You are.
whatever. It's insane. This is fucking madness.
You are, because I will repeat it for the 10th time. He is part of your brand. You yourself have said that he grew your channel. He's part of your brand. Are you okay?
And it was I think it was a few days ago. He owns that. He's publishing that. That's him. That's him endorsing somebody saying they hope
Correct.
Galen is murdered.
I'm not endorsing it anymore.
Correct. You know what? I will even give you the most middle ground charitable interpretation. You might not personally endorse it, but you know what does? The brand of Chad Logic does. Your brand does endorse it. If your admin who represents your brand says a thing like this, then that by extension means that your brand endorses it, even if you personally do not. It's irrelevant. It's immaterial if you don't or do not endorse it. What matters is, and what should matter to you, is your brand. Right? So even if you say you personally don't, your brand does. And to you, your brand is everything. So there you go.
Than Discord are endorsing it by not having it in their TOS that you can't do that. What is this fucking bullshit? If you don't like it, take it over fucking Discord and get their rules changed, because it's within the rules. I'm not going to fucking remove it. Doesn't mean I agree with the sentiment? No. Does it mean I would say it? No. But DK is not an absolute representative of me anytime he ever fucking says anything, even in my own fucking Discord.
He's not. He's the representative of your brand as your administrator. It's easy. It's not complicated. It really isn't. If you want DK not to represent you in any capacity, then you cut professional ties with him and just hang with him as a buddy or whatever. Then he stops representing your brand in any way. But as things are now, yeah, he absolutely is a representative of your brand. Of course. Like, it doesn't get any more basic than this. It really doesn't.
But that's insane.
It's not. It's very basic, actually.
Well, this is a point I made earlier, Skeptical, is the standards seem very different. There's these arbitrary standards that are set. The other thing I'd like to point out as well, right? Mr. Girl is not active in my Discord, okay? Shaylin is not active in my Discord, okay? So the only thing that I can assume that happened, based on the fact that Mr. Girl came to my Discord to put the fucking screenshot in and ask for a comment, is that someone screenshotted Spicy Chat and sent it to him. The only reason him and presumably Shaylin saw it is because some fucker screenshotted it, because for some reason...
So, your response to DK as your brand representative damaging your brand is to cry that somebody had snitched? Is that it? Is that's gonna be your argument? That snitches get stitches? Like, where is this going?
Spicy Chat is one of the most fucking, one of the most surveilled Discord channels in the entire fucking political space. It's fucking madness. Honestly, I know I'm sound like I'm being fucking schizo, fucking, gang stalking stuff. I'm telling you.
You do sound like that, yeah. You do sound like it a bit, yeah. So the problem isn't that it happened, but that someone found out, yeah. Somebody snitched.
I'm telling you, I've been through this a lot. People monitor that channel. They look at that channel. They watch it. They screenshot it. They spread it around. President Sunday, someone who had a beef.
Are you really surprised that people would do that on the internet? Screenshot stuff on the internet. Pikachu face, I guess.
With months ago, you know, I don't know if he still does it now, but up until very recently, was still looking for messages in spicy chat and posting them on Twitter. It's madness. I am being gang stalked.
I don't know what to say to that. It's just...
I just, you know, these, it feel, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I need to, I was in America doing my own thing. I was largely doing the IRL streaming in America when all the Reddit stuff went down. I never went over it, but like, I don't know. Is this the same thing? People are saying it's the same as the Reddit thing?
There is no point.
The funniest thing as well, people surveil spicy chat for like the spiciest elements or moments or whatever, right? But you get this dynamic where people come in and they're like, oh, we got, what slurs we saying today? Or they like put like a slur in or something. And it's like, we're just chilling. Like we're just chatting, you know? It's like people act like it's, you go in there and you open a door and it's just wall-to-wall racism, bigotry, woman hatred, anti-Semitism, you know? Harassment.
I mean, people understand the word chilling in different ways. So.
Doxing, fucking, you know, server raiding, lolcow baiting on stream, all this stuff. And it's just like people just chatting or they're watching a stream going, oh my God, this stream had such a stupid take. You got to check this stream out. What fucking retard. Oh my God. It is like, people act like it's this crazy space, all this wild stuff happens, but it's just like any other, you know, in terms of like comparison to other Discord servers, it's pretty fucking tame, all things considered, you know? It's pretty fucking tame when you look at it.
Right. Well, that settles it then.
But here's the thing. When you get shit on by spicy chat or when someone says some mean, you know, distasteful things about you,
we're not literally Kiwi farms. That is a very interesting defense.
Fucking opportunity to be a victim, isn't it? It's opportunity to be a victim. Oh my God.
True, Chad Logic. Stop being such a cucked victim. Finally, you've said it yourself. I'm proud of you. Recognizing the problem is basically part way to recovery. You're right. Stop making yourself such a victim. Oh no, my spicy channel is one of the most surveillance channels in the whole of the internet. I'm such a victim. Oh no, look at them screenshotting my spicy chat. Oh no, what will I do? I'm such a victim of harassment. True, Cock Logic. Stop being such a victim. Doesn't suit you.
Look at what they said about me. Now look, it's a public Discord. Sure, you need to click a button to access it, but like, it is still a public Discord. I'm not gonna like sit here and act like it's, you know, totally private. Like, I accept that people are gonna take things out of it.
Don't be a cock.
That's fine. But there's this really weird dynamic that exists, and I've seen this happen before.
Well, if it's okay for people to do it, then why did you just spend so long crying about it? Like, come on.
But people go into like spicy chat and it's like they're looking for things, bad things that are said about them. Like you'll be in spicy chat and a creator will quote a message from like 12 hours ago that was talking shit about them to say something. And it's like, why would you like name search and like at least what you perceive to be like an exceptionally vitriolic place? Like, why would you do that?
Oh, boo-hoo.
That just seems mental to me.
Oh, boo-hoo. Cry me a river, Chad Logic. Cry me a river.
Happen to be there and someone's talking some shit and you want to talk some shit back, I mean, by all means, go right ahead. But for some reason, people are obsessed with like, oh my God. It's so weird how Spicy Chat has become like this hub of like, you know, the tastemaker page of Twitch. I don't fucking know. It's just everyone is fucking obsessed with it. It's mental.
Oh, everyone's obsessed with your spicy channel. Oh yeah, you're such a Victim.
Anyway. Love spicy.
Yeah.
Love to the spicy chatters, okay? Much love to you,
Right.
all right? I put a message up. Just make sure you're on your best behavior at the moment because we're under pressure. We're under pressure from the cancel cucks.
Cancel cocks.
And
I mean, you should know. You're the #1 cock. You're the president of cocks. You're like the king and queen of cocks. You should know. Like, you've been crying this whole video about your editor, how you're, I don't know, victimized by people taking screenshots on your Discord.
I take that shit pretty seriously. So I think it's totally appropriate to raise it with Kyla and say, like, yeah, like I'm sure Chud Logic is a member of her Discord. I'm sure she didn't ban him after Lev brought that up. And like, yeah, I think our
Wait, so hang on a sec. Is the expectation that Not So Erudite should ban me from her Discord because my editor said some distasteful things in spicy... What is this? Why? Why should I get banned from Not So Erudite's Discord because of something my editor did in my Discord? That sounds like an insane principle to me. It feels like they're trying to make out like what was said there was like somehow directed or like personal in some way. It's not like it's a DM. It's not like fucking DK is DMing people going, oh yeah, fuck you, I hope you die, bitch. I mean, to my knowledge at least.
Oh, so you're not
But
sure?
It just seems like we're like all these degrees of separation to the point where it's like Not So Erudite has got to, ban me from her Discord because in my Discord, my
I
editor...
don't think you know what degrees of separation mean. Another abused term. Another word that is just abused to the point of being useless. Points of separation.
has posted something. It's just fucking mental and just such a leap. Where does this fit? How does this make... Someone make it make sense.
Standards for who we stream with.
Also, stop calling things mental when you're out of things to say. If you don't have something to say, just don't say anything. Don't say it's mental every 2 sentences.
Be similar to our standards for who we have in our community. Otherwise it makes no... Like, I could have someone in my community threaten to kill another streamer, and then I ban them. But then if they become a streamer, I'm going to start streaming with them.
Notice that as well. He's changed it to threaten to kill another streamer, right? He's changed it from what it originally was to threaten to kill another streamer, which, by the way, is against Discord TOS. And on top of
I'm
that...
not gonna even... Like, I'm not gonna pretend to be in any way supportive of this individual. Like, they are all peas in a pond. There you go, I made a pond thing.
If someone...
Or the pod. But you know.
Did post a threat to kill another streamer, they would be moderated because it's against Discord TOS.
Broken
DK
clock and all
posted
that.
a fucking threat to kill someone, it would not only get deleted, but obviously, yeah, I would say to DK, you can't... I know I'm going to get sorted on it for this. I would say
DK love, please, could you maybe please consider removing the message? Please, darling, no. Oh, I'm sorry. Never mind, darling. I'll never bring it up again. I'm sorry. What a cock. What a cock.
DK, listen, man. I don't mind a bit of fucking spice, but threatening to kill someone is way too much of a risk. I'm happy to, you to have your free speech, but even that is something that you could potentially get in legal trouble for, so that's got to be something that's off.
So please, maybe consider removing it, please. I beg you. I beg you, mate. I beg you. I beg. You see me begging?
Table. Do you know what I mean? It's that's very different to what was actually said, but he's changed it to threaten to kill someone, even though that isn't anything about what was said.
No. To me, it's the same thing. I'm not going to work with somebody who does that shit. I think it's even it should be an even higher standard because you're directly making money by collaborating. You're making money off of turning your cheek, which I think is really, really bad. And then, yeah, to be like the self-proclaimed mental health person and then throw your hands up and say, I don't care, this has nothing to do with me. And then send like a snarky like meme at me when I'm like, okay, that I'm not like, I don't like, we're done.
True.
I think what I would say in her defense is that it's more difficult.
They are all
Anyway, I don't like. Here's the thing I don't understand either. Are Not So Erudite and Max even that close that there needs to be a disassociation? I was thinking this as well about me and Not So Erudite. It's not like we're making content together all the time. We've got like a warm, amicable relationship where we might have a chat in DMs and we're chill. But like,
naturally, after all, you're all part of the same sphere, aren't you?
we don't make content together that often. She could disassociate from me and never mention it, and it would make a difference to neither of us because we don't make content enough that that would need to happen. You know?
Yeah.
What about Johnny
Damn.
Sigma? You remember that, do you? Yeah, I think that project is on hiatus at the moment, sadly. Anyway, the point is that I don't
What is the
have
point?
this close enough association that like it would need to be a public thing.
You're in
You know,
the same
Not So
sphere.
Erudite, if she wanted to, could make a big deal and a big stink of, oh, I'm going to cut Chud off and stuff like that. But it wouldn't make any material difference to either of us. It would be very performative, you know?
Oh.
And I feel like that is kind of what Max is doing here in doing this performative cutting off of Not So Erudite because she's not meeting this principle. Do they even interact with each other? Do they even have like a rapport to do that? Like, what connection do they have that you would need to cut off in the first place? Just seems so performative to me.
To uphold those kinds of standards with content creators than it is to do with random chatters and people in your community. And so making that request, like it's like she's like
wait, but Destiny wouldn't even do that. There's no one else in the entire sphere who allows their employees to behave that way. That I know. There's no one else.
I would say that that would not fly in any industry. Not openly. Not openly. Nope. Nope. Wait, if Cock doesn't know about what connection they have, then why would he assume this? Well, you know.
Else posting
but
thumbnails. There's no one else posting thumbnails calling people cunts.
The problem
or whores.
So, I mean, okay. I don't even know if that's true. I don't even know if there's a thumbnail calling Lava.
Wait,
Is that...
you don't know if that's true. You don't really have a hold of what the industry is like. You don't know what the standard for thumbnails is. You don't know what your own thumbnails are. You're such a professional. That's amazing. You're such a pro, Chad Logic. Such a pro.
True.
How do you do a thing for a living for years and then say, I don't really know if that's true about the thing that is the direct subject of your everyday work? This is amazing. True.
Is that Lav wasn't asking Chud Logic to take responsibility for.
Also, what was that?
In her defense, is that it's more difficult.
Is he saying I'm worse than
uphold those kinds of
Destiny?
standards with content creators than it is to do with.
Okay, right.
Oh, hold on, Chad Logic. Are you saying Destiny is bad? Chad Logic just said, is he saying that I'm worse than Destiny? Meaning, Chad Logic saying that Destiny is bad. That's good to know. That is interesting to know. Okay. Alrighty then.
I have never sexted with a mentally ill woman after a lot of drama has transpired in regards to... Okay, I don't know how to make that work. Basically, I don't have an Anna. Well, okay, listen.
Careful, Chad Logic. Careful. Don't bite the hand that feeds you. Careful. Careful.
What I'm saying is, I'm not as bad as Destiny, alright?
Random chatters and people in your
Okay, let's not...
So making that request.
Let's not get into it, guys.
It's like she's like
Wait, but Destiny wouldn't even do that. There's no one else in the entire sphere who allows their employees to behave that way, that I know of.
Getting a bit close to the sun there, cock logic.
There's no one else posting thumbnails. There's no one else posting thumbnails calling people cunts.
The problem
is
that.
So here's the thing as well. Again, if you find thumbnails distasteful, fine. But a lot of the things he's complaining about are not only allowed on YouTube, but are monetized, are fully monetized. Like, I'm meeting the standards that YouTube require, okay? The only video that has been taken down...
is the most pathetic response ever.
Is the video of Bruce drop him off. Another point in Bruce drop him off. Oh, can you send me the thumbnail with a blank thing so I can show what you mean? Bruce drop him off going on a racist anti-white thing rant. That got taken down because of the shit Bruce drop him off said. Like, these thumbnails are allowed on YouTube.
Okay.
They're fully monetized. They're within the rules of that platform, right? If you don't like them, that's fine. I understand. Some of them are provocative. Some of them are spicy.
Some of them are lying.
But if I'm meeting the standards of YouTube and I'm hitting the criteria that the video can get monetized, obviously DK is obviously editing those, but you get my point. Why should I meet...
Yeah, when I'm meeting, I mean my sweetheart DK is hitting the girls. I'm sorry, sweetie. I didn't mean to take credit away from you. Please don't punish me, Daddy DK. My God. How can it be wrong? I'm making money from it. If I can make money and no one stops me, I'm going to do it with what a hero. He's technically not actually meeting the standards of YouTube. Some of them are just straight up lies. True. What a cock. Once again, had to retreat to, I'm sorry, DK Daddy. I'm sorry for trying to steal, stolen valor. Sorry, I'm trying to take credit for your work, Daddy.
Your standard. Why do I have to come to you and say, right, this video's thumbnail not only meets the terms of service, but is fully monetizable. But what does Max think about this? Max, what do you think of this thumbnail? Is that allowed or not? What a business if it is yours what fucking thumbnail I use. Get fucked. What? It's like he just wants to put all these extra fucking barriers in place as a content creator.
Oh, yeah, that's it. Oh, yeah, for sure.
Why would I put an extra fucking criteria on myself that I've got to run my thumbnails by Mr. fucking sensitive crybaby over here?
True.
No, thank you. I fucking answer to YouTube and YouTube's terms of service. If they're happy with it, I'm happy with it. Okay?
Wait, hold on. You don't answer to those things. Your daddy DK does. He's his own man, remember? And he does the thumbnails, not you. Don't step out of line.
That's it. It literally is as simple as that. Alright? This fucking person... This is a classic Max where he sets the guideline in his head of what he thinks. And it's like, everyone's got to answer to that then. No, they don't. I'm already meeting the fucking guidelines that are set. If you don't like it, don't watch my fucking videos. Fuck off. Like you said, don't come on a stream with me. That's fine. God fucking damn it. This is so pathetic.
It is.
Oh, it is. Not for the reasons that you think that it is indeed. It is indeed very, very pathetic. That part is most certainly true. It is pathetic.
For his employee.
I'm not saying she was. I know.
Okay,
Chud Logic is not going to. Chud Logic has been asked, and he didn't.
I understand. What I'm saying is the ask.
Well, that's giving the game away, isn't it? So because I'm not acquiescing to your insane demands,
you know, there's one. There was this person that moved to Romania to be more in line with the terms of service of a country, wasn't there? What was his name? Andrew, Tate, or whatever his name was. There was this one person that wanted to be in, you know, in line with the terms of service of the country that he moved to, right? That's like, that didn't work for him. So, I don't know. Well, there we go. Let's continue. Let's continue.
You are then going to other people to try and cut me off that way. This is like classic fucking mentality of cancel culture.
True.
Well, the person involved is immovable.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. More crying, more being a victim. Oh no, they're trying to cancel me. Boo-hoo. Poor me. Boo-hoo. Cry me a river, please. What a cuck. What a little victim, baby. I don't know what to say. Like, they're trying to cancel me. They do all those screenshots from my spicy channel. Oh no, poor me. They're trying to cancel me. Classic cancel culture. Oh no. I'm being targeted without any reason. Unfairly targeted by the mob. I'm being crucified. Stop being such a pansy. Aika Rules is correct when she says cancel culture isn't real. It's just a way for people to cry about being criticized. True. Ironically enough, that people crying against others gaining points from being victims makes himself up to be the biggest victim of all. Of a organized cancel campaign, and also like that his Discord is being stalked. I don't know. I guess Chud Logic has been the biggest victim all along.
So I'm going to go to people I think they associate with to try and get them to cut ties.
Damn.
That's why. That's such bullshit, man.
Ask for Erudite
Bullshit.
to hold another content creator accountable.
You're saying, yeah, I know. I'm responding to what you just said. Okay. Okay. Now I'm getting angry.
Okay.
You just said.
Okay, so this is an example here. So I think this is where Max is saying that this is calling her a whore. But there's a problem, isn't it?
Why?
Gaze into the abyss. And the abyss gazes back at you. Who knows what that says? That's a 5-letter word that's been blanked out. If you're reading whore...
What a cuck. Okay. No comment. I'm just going to let this hang like the bad fart that it is. There's not really anything to say here, really. Not this. I've got nothing. This speaks for itself. This is pathetic.
That says more about you than it does about the thumbnail. I gotta be honest with you.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Now, to be fully transparent, in this video, I'm fairly certain that I do call her a number of different, rude words.
Oh no.
But if you're seeing this as whore, you're gazing into the abyss, and the abyss is gazing back at you, my friend. Okay?
Oh yeah, it's true. It's true. It's probably a horse, isn't it? Well, it says HORSE. Horse. Of course, it's a horse. The thing that Vosh liked so much was a little bit of a wink towards Vosh because he loves horses. You see, DK is a bit of a meme, a jokester. You see. Okay. All right. Whatever you say. Whatever you say.
And that's not me trying to dodge. In the video, I'm sure I say some pretty vicious things about her, right?
Mm-hmm.
But that's me saying it, not the thumbnail.
Okay.
Anyway.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's continue on.
Okay.
That
Okay,
it's
cock logic.
unrealistic to hold content creators to that standard. And my rebuttal is, it's not that unrealistic because there's only one fucking person out of these like 20, 25 various levels of Destiny orbiters who would allow that behavior in their Discord server, including Destiny.
May I respond to that point?
Yes.
When I said it's unrealistic to hold content creators to that standard, I'm saying it's unrealistic to hold, for Erudite to hold a content creator to the standard of a person in her community. That's what I'm saying. Not that it's unreasonable for Chud Logic to be held to
It doesn't
the
have to be.
standard of employing
You're
somebody
okay.
who does
Okay.
things like
I think you're making a false equivalence in saying that they should be holding them to the same standard. I imagine in Kyla's community, if you call someone a stupid cunt, I could imagine that maybe you would get timed out or temporarily banned for that behavior.
Okay.
Right?
Probably, yes.
Lav's not going to Kyla and saying, Chud Logic called me a cunt or called me a whore on stream 3 months ago, so I want you to stop working with him.
Okay.
So we're not talking about the same standard. We're talking about death threats and people.
Where's the fucking death threat? What a fucking piece of shit he is. Show me the death threat. Where's the fucking death threat?
Shit.
What a fucking liar. There's no fucking death threat anywhere. He's so full of shit, it's unbelievable. Where's the fucking death threat?
They both
are saying that they would like to bully you to the point of suicide.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he's also lying about that as well. He's also lying about explicitly saying they want to bully you to the point of suicide. The message that I've seen is that someone says, I think that...
True. DK doesn't want to... DK didn't say he wants to bully her to the point of suicide. He just said he would love for someone else to do it. See? There we go. There we go. There we go, everybody. That's true. That's technically speaking true.
Herself when the Kiwi Farms thread is up and DK says something like, we should only be so lucky. That isn't even fucking...
There we go. He didn't say he'd like to bully her. He said he'd love to for other people to bully her. There you go. There you have it. GG.
Explicit.
There you go.
Explicit. Now look, I'm not getting around the fact, yeah, we all know what that means, and you might not like it, right? But again, not against fucking Discord terms of service, for one thing, okay? And number two...
Shh, shh, shh. No, it's not. Of course not. But keep in mind, when I joked about that hovering button thing, it was totally me doing a call to action to mass report Chud Logic. Oh yeah. But here, of course not.
Two, it's not a fucking explicit thing, is it?
It's just a joke.
Fuck me, man. Maybe he's getting it confused with what Lav said about Cygnus. True. Very true. Maybe he's getting those two things confused. But of course, Lav can do no wrong, so I'm sure that he doesn't really care about that.
Is it unrealistic to say that we should not allow our fellow...
We should do something on Lav at some point, because Lav is just... I consider Lav to be worse than Chud Logic.
I mean, like, what do you mean? I don't think it's that unrealistic. I'm doing it, right? Like, I left Destiny's orbit because I thought he treated.
What a fuck!
I thought he treated people
unrealistic. I meant to. If I did say that, I meant to say more unrealistic. Like, it's more difficult to do that.
Yes, it is. It's easier to just take the money.
And it's not what she said she was going to do on Twitter.
I'm not.
Also, can we just fucking point this out, right?
Oh, what?
Mr. Girl is the biggest fucking Destiny Orbiter of all. Are you fucking serious, right? Point to me another Destiny Orbiter that spends as much of a percentage of his content talking about Destiny as Max does, okay? Show me the Orbiter that is trying to contact people that haven't even been on...
That is true. You are all miserable members of that sphere. That is true. I tip my... Well, I don't have a hat, but I bow to you, and I guess I agree. Yeah. Sure. You are all miserable members of that sphere. Great. Okay.
on stream to ask about Destiny, right? Point me to the orbiter that has made it their business.
This is a nominal socialist saying corporations should have the final say on what is civil discourse. True. Chud Logic is the biggest Marxist. Wait, being an orbiter isn't someone who makes a bunch of videos on someone else. Shh. Shh. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, Jessica. Don't worry about it.
For the last fucking however many months, what is it, 4 months now, to dig into every single aspect and upturn every stone in Destiny's life to try and find some fucking thing of abuse or something. Point me to the orbiter that's doing that. He is the biggest fucking orbiter of all.
But yeah, I guess when you try... Orbiter is when you make videos against someone. So I guess during the anti-SJW era, when people made... Basically every single YouTuber was a Anita Sarkeesian orbiter by Chud Logic's logic, right? I guess, yeah, okay. I guess at some point every single YouTuber was an Anita Sarkeesian orbiter. That makes perfect sense to me. Great, amazing.
And as much as he tries to say leftist community, that is the biggest fucking cope I've ever heard. He didn't leave his community for shit, okay? He's still in his community, okay? It's just as an anti-fan dynamic, where when he streams, DGG will watch him, okay? DGG will watch him. His viewership is still primarily DGG, okay? And I'm sure that it would pain him to admit this, but still, without Destiny, he is fucking nothing. Okay? He is fucking nothing. Why do you think he's hanging on to this for so long? Why do you think he's taken fucking months laboring and laboring and laboring and adding and adding and adding to this fucking document? Okay? It's because it's the last fucking grasp onto relevancy that he's got. Okay? Because his brain has been fucking fried from streaming. He's become a big fucking piss baby crybaby, and it's all he's got left. Welcome. It's all...
Projection, thy name is CUCKED. Logic.
He's got fucking left now.
Oh.
So of course he's got to desperately hold on.
Oh.
What else has he got after he drops this?
Oh. Ow. Ay, ay, ay. Oof, that's some painful projection. Oof. Ay, ay, ay.
Dr. K? Why the fuck happened to Dr. Remember Dr. K? Now look, as you know, I had my own criticism of Dr. K. I think Dr. K was doing some fucked up shit. But remember how it was, Dr. K is such a bad person, we gotta get rid of him. We're gonna go to the ethics board. And if the ethics board doesn't get rid of him, well, I'm gonna take it further because that's wrong. Where's all that energy now? Where did that go? When was the last time I even fucking spoke about Dr. K? Do you remember when he was going to do a follow-up video to Dr. K? And it was like a 3-minute fucking bullshit saw meme. What the fuck happened there?
I think Thunderfoot was anti-Brexit pretty strongly. I'm pretty sure Thunderfoot spoke really strongly against Brexit. I'm sure of that one thing. That he did a lot of... I think he did I think he made videos criticizing Brexit, and I think he even had some Brexit debates where he criticized Brexit. Yeah, it's pretty strong. I mean, he understood a lot about how science-related side of the, because he works in a lab. He has an actual career as a scientist, so he sort of knew how certain grants from the EU worked when it came to science, etc. He had some knowledge when it came to that. Yeah. Well, she was an obsession of many people, let's just say. She was a huge obsession of many, many people.
It's almost like Max needs a big arc with a big villain. But as soon as that arc is over,
Although keep in mind, even I had my disagreements with Anita Sarkeesian, right? Because she said that there are no good women characters in video games, that they are all just damsels that need to be rescued, like damsel in distress, right? That it's the standard of the video game thing, right? Like, my favorite games are games like this. I'm playing a game from the 90s that has a really good woman protagonist, right? And I don't know, it does annoy me a little bit that games like this never actually get any mention, as if they didn't exist, you know? Right? Like, true, I guess. So what's your patron subscriber ratio? Oh no. Oh damn. Yeah. Yeah, true. Second Densetsu 3. FF6. Star Ocean 2. Parasite Eve. You can name many games with good women protagonists. Because we have to make Cuck Logic even more mad. Please consider changing up that Patreon sub ratio. Okay? Please consider. Let me check. Let me check the Patreon and see if anything has changed for the better. Let's get it to 30 Patreons. Let's go. Let's get it to 30 Patreons. Okay, let's go. Let's continue.
quietly move on, even though it's not really concluded. Quietly move on. Don't talk about it again. On to the next villain. When was the last time I even spoke about Dr. K? Has he followed up on the... This was a massive deal, he said. Oh my goodness, we've got to report him to the ethics board. Has he followed up? Has he made any content about it? Has he done any further fucking investigating or anything in regards to it?
Damn.
Am I next? am I the next one?
It's almost
Feels
like...
to me like Max is genuinely at his best when he's got a big concept to wrestle with. So when he did like the gender narrative stuff, when
Gender
he did
narrative.
the you know,
that's his best.
videos, some really actually good, interesting videos.
The gender narrative is his good and interesting video. Okay, Chad Ledger. Okay. That's the good and interesting content from Mr. Girl. Okay.
But now he's gone into the streamer space. Right? Now he's gone into the streamer space. Mm-hmm. It's the person that he goes after. It's Dr. K. Dr. K is this. Big arc about him. I don't care if the ethics board say he's fine. They're wrong and I'm going to go after it, right? Going after Destiny. Well, there isn't an ethics board this time. Well, I think what Destiny is doing is really wrong. I think Destiny is like Harvey Weinstein. Fucking, woo, that gets fucking reversed. I think Destiny is a sexual abuser. Woo, that gets reversed. You know, and now who knows what the article is going to contain when it comes out? I don't fucking know what it's going to contain.
And he has 50 pages. It's a book.
But this is the fucking narrative. This is the fucking dynamic, you know? Have a big narrative that you can kind of follow. And an arc that you can follow about a person. That seems to be, to me, what it is. What other... Explain to me.
Oh.
What other reason is there for this to have taken so fucking long? 4 months we've been waiting for this article. Not even a single page of it is...
Speak for yourself. I've not been waiting for it at all. I don't care.
Been published.
Speak for yourself.
Nothing. Not even a teaser. Not even a, hey, here's the first few pages of the article that I'm writing. It's nothing. And this is coming from someone that, you know, look, I do think Destiny does some stupid shit and some fucked up shit in regards to, like, some of his sexual activities. Yeah, I've talked about it on stream. You know, I'm not saying that, like, I think Destiny is pure and has never done anything wrong, as people seem to think I say. That's not true to me. But, like, it's the framing of it and the fact that it's, like, Destiny's got to be this ultimate villain, terrible person that we've got to...
He did, but, you know, but Cucklogic doesn't really care. Yeah, of course, Cucklogic went after Dr. K as well. I remember I quite remember that happening.
I'll take down by any means necessary. Feels a bit like this narrative is now drifted over to me, so we'll see what happens, I guess.
I'm not saying she did, and I don't think Lav is saying that she said she was going to do that. I think Lav is saying if you really care about how people are being bullied, and I think Lav was implicitly saying you only give a shit about this when it's easy for you. But when it's me, you're happy to see me be dogpiled and bullied, even when I'm openly saying I'm suicidal.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I don't really care about that article much. Article/book. I don't really have any interest in it.
You will not lift a fucking
Can't
finger
say
to do
I'm
anything about it.
waiting at the edge of my
If you're genuinely
seat for it.
suicidal from stuff on the internet, why the fuck would you be reliant on content creators to do anything about it? Log the fuck off, okay?
Wait, hold on. No, it didn't. It didn't, right? The stream didn't die, right?
Fucking imagine if you went...
Thought we were having problems for a bit there. My internet does sometimes die.
Therapist, and you were like, right, I've got a massive problem, okay? I go online a lot, and I've got my life online, and my interactions on there are making me suicidal, and these people are being really harsh and mean to me. What should I do? And the therapist is like, what you should do is you should go to content creators and ask them to be nicer. And ask their communities to be nicer. They're going to be like, if you're suicidal, log off for a bit. Log the fuck off. What? Log off. What is this fucking thing of like, it's everyone else's responsibility? And the other thing as well, it's not just about like logging off. I don't even think that's necessary, okay? I think that you can probably just reject, reset to your sort of thing that you want to do. If you want to be a streamer, go and just do low impact stuff on stream, react to some videos, whatever. Lav engages in some of the most toxic fucking spaces imaginable and then complains about being suicidal and it's everyone else's fault to deal with it. It's fucking insane. You engage with like debate communities, the fucking radfem communities, you're fucking using anti-trans slurs and arguing with trans people on the internet.
Does.
What fucking planet are you on?
She does. She does do all those things.
It's just madness. It's like being a fucking, it's like having a phobia of the dark and enclosed spaces and going and doing fucking cave potholing every weekend. Why are you doing this? You've got a phobia of this. You're fucking going straight into the cave. Stop. Come away. Stop. It's obviously not good for you. Maybe you can do an activity that's a bit better for your mental health. No, I'm going to get in the cave again this weekend. I'm going straight into the cave, straight in there. Wow. The smallest, darkest cave you can find. Get me in there. Slide me down there. Straight in there. Just log off or go to another part of the internet that isn't going to be as toxic. Because, yeah, look, this space is pretty fucking...
I'm sure it's going to be far better once we have the White Forest page. I believe we will then all do our streams from the page. It'll
toxic. People are pretty mean. People are pretty rude. Seems like some terms of service don't even care if you
Max is honestly living in another universe at this point.
Thank you for the sub. It seems to me like some of these platforms don't even care if people are memeing about you killing yourself. Probably not a good place to be if you're suicidal, because it seems like that's not going to be fucking controlled for.
I mean,
One could argue this is the equivalent of someone with an addiction to alcohol to not go to the off license, so Chud. Okay, that is such bullshit. Take some fucking responsibility, okay? Part of fucking addiction is self-control. It is, okay? There's no magic pill that's going to stop you from being an alcoholic. Part of it is self-control. That's just fucking true, okay? Yes, people need help, but you also need some fucking self-control. So I'm sorry, this falls on deaf ears to me.
The addiction expert.
Like, oh, but someone's an alcoholic.
The addiction expert Chad Logic speaks. Okay. I'm not even gonna entertain this.
They can't help but go to the off license and get fucking loaded up every weekend. I don't give a fuck, okay? Take some fucking self-control for your own actions and own responsibilities. I'm sick of it.
If you can control a thing, then it's not really an addiction, is it?
So you can take your sanctum...
I mean, don't get me wrong. Lav is a horrible, horrible person. Lav is worse than Chad Logic, don't get me wrong.
His tweet about what you're going to do for people who get bullied as a result of conflict with you.
Chad Logic is the expert.
Go fuck yourself.
He
I think
is
what she was thinking. I don't know.
When it comes to addictions, Chad Logic is your expert. He just is, okay?
Not a quote. That's just what.
But the thing is, we're comparing apples and oranges. There's a big difference between going to someone's DMs and giving them shit in their DMs and posting edgelord shit in a fucking Discord server where that person isn't even an active member.
Okay.
What is this fucking like, obviously Not So Erudite is concerned about a specific type of behavior, which is her followers going to someone's DMs and giving them shit in their DMs, and that's the thing that she's trying to stop. So, you know, maybe Not So Erudite has got a big issue with it, and that's fine, but I'm just saying that clearly Lava's got an axe to grind, okay? She wants to bring up, oh, look at what Chud Logic's editor is doing, and look at what Chud is doing. And she sees an opportunity to squeeze it in, so she does.
What I assume.
I mean, it doesn't help you that literally your brand representative is actually doing all those things, but whatever.
Her meaning was.
It's not against the law, mate.
Statement. When she said, you both gonna keep interacting with Chud, it was a quest statement.
Yeah, I think she was saying Chud owns this, and now you do too. I think she was taking some of that shit you were talking about and smearing a little bit of it on Kyla.
So how far does this shit smear go? Okay, Not So Erudite's boyfriend, met them at TwitchCon, by the way. Okay, pretty chill dude. Probably will see them at TwitchCon again this year. Are they guilty? Okay, are people that he knows, like, how far do we go with this? This is like an insane fucking perspective that, like, you are responsible.
Calm down. Again, victimizing yourself. Calm down, Chad Logic. Stop being such a victim.
The editor is doing in a Discord.
Boo-hoo. Cry me a river.
It is an insane principle to withstand within this fucking community that exists.
Cry me a river.
And I think she's covered in it.
Well, I'll say this. I think that Chud Logic was cowardly in how, or maybe he just doesn't really care about putting out videos with thumbnails and titles like that. But I think that he was pretty cowardly in how he allowed DK to put out videos and thumbnails like that. And then when he got a
listen, you call me a fucking coward. You're sat there fucking crying about a thumbnail on YouTube. Give me a fucking break.
Oh, poor Chad Logic victimized. So upset, so upset. Oh, so triggered.
It's a fucking thumbnail. Why do people get so het up over thumbnails? If you don't like the fucking thumbnails, don't fucking subscribe to my channel and say you don't want to see my content and you'll literally never see them. Problem solved. You can do something to stop yourself seeing the thing that you don't like, so do it. Okay?
Victim of criticism. What if people just want to criticize your crappy thumbnails? It's their right. Don't be such a crybaby about it. Man up. Man up, Chad Logic. You don't have to cry about people criticizing your thumbnails. You bring it up in almost every single one of your videos. You cry about people criticizing your thumbnails in almost every one of your videos. What the hell?
What is this cowardly shit? Thumbnails are supposed to be provocative to maximize click-through on YouTube, okay?
Cowardice isn't criticism, I guess. Okay. What a cuck.
Okay? The thumbnails are provocative. They're all within the minimum terms of service.
Yes. Stop crying about the thumbnails already. Stop crying about the thumbnails already.
Most of them are monetized. So where's the problem? I am meeting the standard that YouTube have set out. Bear in mind, YouTube have got anti-harassment policies.
Oh my god, Chad Logic, just log off. Just log off. If you don't want to... If you don't want to see all the scary criticism of your thumbnails, just log off. It's It's that easy. Log off the internet if it upsets you that much. Simple.
They've got lots of different policies when it comes to monetization, harassment, stuff like that. YouTube don't see a problem with it. YouTube are notorious for like fucking with people's content because of elements of harassment and stuff like that. They're fucking notorious for it. If I'm meeting YouTube's high standards, why does your standard mean anything to me? I don't fucking care what you think. Who the fuck is this guy anyway?
Well, you clearly do. You keep talking about it at every single opportunity. You clearly do care about it a lot.
This guy, tell him to come on a call with me and I'll talk to him right now about this shit, where the fuck he is.
Negative response from both you and Lav, but mostly Lav. He doubled down on it. And it's gotten to the point where he's...
Actually, do you know what, Max? Maybe you should be listening to me when it comes to YouTube. Because last time I checked, you're fucking banned, you retard. You got fucking banned because you can't follow the fucking TOS, okay? Maybe you should be listening to me rather than your own standards when you're sat here streaming on fucking Rumble, holding on by your fingertips, desperately trying to stay relevant, hanging off of Destiny's fucking nuts. Maybe you should be talking to me about advice about YouTube, not your own fucking advice that seemingly got you banned in the first place. Fucking retard.
He's like, well, I don't
Oh,
care.
so mad.
If Lav doesn't die, I don't really care what happens to her, which is unfortunate. And the
yeah, I just think it's a total abuse of power.
Abuse of power.
Yeah.
He got, to be fair, he got banned because he got mass reported.
Yeah. What do you want to say?
Okay. Maybe he'd be a bit more sensitive in regards to the mass reporting of others, but you know.
There we go. There we go. What were you gonna say? Were you gonna say that you don't care about mass reporting? Were you gonna say that mass reporting doesn't matter? What did you stop yourself from saying there?
Seemingly he doesn't have
that was an interesting pause.
that concern. And I don't know if he said it yet, I've missed it, but I think he goes on to say something in a minute.
Does Chud really have a power over Lav?
He has power. He has a large Discord server and a decently sized platform. And I think as a result of his actions here, it should be taken away.
There it is.
I have
Then do it, bitch. Do it. Do it, Max. Do it. Email Discord, okay? Get on your fucking email and email Discord and get him to ban my server, you little fucking bitch, okay?
Yeah.
Do it.
Yes.
You won't be the first.
What a
and you
victim.
won't be the fucking last.
Oh, what a victim.
Get on your fucking email and send Discord an email if you're that fucking bothered about it.
Poor Chud Logic, attacked from all sides by everyone. Aye. Not the first, not the last. Oh, so brave. So strong.
Right now I have more power than the average Mr. Girl fan. If I say fuck Destiny, is that an abuse of my power?
I'm not going to respond to that. I'm not going to dignify that with a response.
That's
Benny?
another one of the tanglings.
Yeah.
Yes, after this we can talk. I'm interested to hear your perspective. All right, what's this?
When people
it does matter. It matters to me because he wants to kill me, Steven.
I don't care that he wants to kill you. That's not relevant to the conversation.
He wants to kill my family, and he wants to kill my friends. That's why it matters.
That's cool. That doesn't matter. Using the word or not using the word doesn't mean anything.
Cool.
Then go complain to the people that ruined the word. Now we can't.
He wants Steven to call Nick Fuentes a Nazi and be open about it because it's important to him, because Nick Fuentes wants to kill him, his family, and his friends. He does not want Nick Fuentes to be deplatformed.
I don't think
Chud takes this way too seriously. This is why I don't care about Drama Channel anymore. Chud Logic is a serious content creator. What do you mean? What do you mean? What are you talking about? It's all very serious business.
I think Fuentes should be deplatformed.
Okay.
But you don't have to grow him either.
That, I mean, it's going to be inevitable that anybody that I react with or engage with in some manner is going to experience some growth if they're swallowing me. That just is what it is.
Absolutely.
Now that we've heard it from the horse's mouth or whatever, is that the phrase? Is that the saying? I don't really use cliches like that. I'm a different kind of furry person. True. The better kind of furry person.
Not a cliche.
Okay.
Yeah, I just think it's a total...
I don't call it Hobo Max. I call it Ted Kaczynski Max or Unabomber Max.
Abuse of power.
Abuse of power.
Yeah.
Does Chud really have a power over Lav?
He has power. He has a large Discord server and a decently sized platform. And I think as a result of his actions here, it should be taken away.
I have...
So,
wow.
There you go. So there we have it. We played them back to back. We played where he talked about how he does not think that Nick Fuentes should be deplatformed. He talked about how he does believe that Nick Fuentes wants to kill him, his family, and his friends. And that he's a Nazi, and that he wants Steven to rightfully call him the Nazi that he is. That was how that whole fucking fight started. And then he's here basically saying that Chud Logic is worse than Nick Fuentes, more malignant, deleterious than Nick Fuentes.
Chud Logic is just the smartest,
should be deplatformed,
the bravest, the manliest of all creators.
Wow.
In this space.
I mean, it is, you know, to my knowledge, I don't believe that I have committed any act that is quite as severe as some of the stuff that Fuentes has done, but apparently I'm more worthy of deplatforming than he is, but, you know, there we go.
Yeah. I think Chud Logic should be banned from Discord, and I think his server should be deleted.
Fucking rat. By the way, when this happened, okay, shout out to Boots. Boots just immediately kind of went, well, not immediately, but went through and sort of cross-referenced certain Discord members and just yeeted anyone that was like associated with Mr. Go in any noticeable way. So like I said earlier, Elder Drazi gone, you know, basically a bunch of fucking... Because these freaks have been reporting my YouTube as well.
Freaks.
The last time this happened and Max was talking about how, you know, my YouTube channel was bad and alluded to the idea that, you know, I should be deplatformed from there. We got a
what
sort of
a
hit
cry,
like
baby.
Some sort of hit on a video, and the video got taken down. We managed to get it back up on appeal, but to me, that seemed like pretty coincidental timing to the point where it seemed like that was the outcome, is that a bunch of people then went and reported. I can't remember what it was he said.
But also, they should have a lot of them should probably have their power taken away. I don't think Chud should be allowed to do what he's doing. I think he should either stop himself, his peers should stop him, or that YouTube should stop him. Somebody should fucking stop it, but it's fucked up.
What a fucking sack of shit, man. What an absolute fucking piece of shit this guy's become. Seriously. So, I woke up this morning.
What a waste. What a nice way to sneak in a little bit of like, oh yeah, when I liked him, he was a swell chap. But he became a piece of shit. He was totally not a piece of shit before. Not when I liked him. Such cock behavior. Mr. Girl was horrible from day one. Don't even try to cope about it.
Email this morning at 10:43 a.m. my time, so after the stream has happened, right? Okay. And there's a video called Lonerbox Exposes Online Trans Leader in Brutal Manifesto Total Evisceration. And this video was uploaded 2 months ago on December the 8th. And it's existed for a couple of months on YouTube. No problems whatsoever. Okay? No problems whatsoever. Then all of a sudden this morning, I've got a fucking email saying we've taken the video down because it violates our hate speech policy. Right? Okay? And I got a warning. I got a warning.
Good.
So, DK appealed it, came back within a couple of hours and was like, actually, no, this didn't violate our policies, and we've re-implemented the content, and we've removed the warning from your account. And now here's Max on his stream last night saying YouTube needs to stop Chud. You know, I'm pretty confident that, you know, everything's above board. I fear no scrutiny. But, obviously, I don't know how Discord works with mass reporting. I don't know how it works with mass reporting, so we didn't, you know, not really wanted to take any risks with that. So obviously,
True.
in the future, we will consider like bringing in like Eldrazi back and Will his channel back, so on. But you know,
True, when you don't have an argument point to
probably
hypocrisy.
unlikely to get unbanned.
Vosh
On
has
the safe side.
I'm
coined
not gonna like that you
a
said that.
name
I mean,
for this
if you even watch
phenomenon.
this, but I can understand why you said that. Yeah, that DK.
Of course, he's not
guy,
gonna like
he's a
that
real
setup,
asshole.
but yeah. Well, but what is he gonna do about it?
What are you gonna do, bitch?
Threaten to kill me himself? Tell me he's gonna kill my girlfriend?
Do you notice the dishonesty as well? No one ever threatened to kill anyone in my Discord, okay? DK did not threaten to kill anyone, right? All DK said was...
That he wishes other people would bully his girlfriend into suicide or something, I don't know.
Hope someone takes them out. Now, as I say, I'm not saying that's not distasteful, right? But there's a big difference between saying that and giving an actual threat. No one's issuing a threat. No one's saying, I'm threatening to kill you. I'm threatening to kill this person. Like, it's fucking so dishonest the way it's been reframed in the course of going
Became, yeah.
Just say that he doesn't like you.
Well, yeah,
like, you're an asshole.
that's sure.
Detroit becoming human.
Killing people is bad. Don't do it.
I wish I had more things to say about Lav, but I don't really watch any content with her.
Well, she's pretty smart and pretty entertaining, so I recommend you check it out.
Entertaining is debatable. Smart, yeah, sure.
I see.
Right, listen, I gotta go
I hate
next.
feminists, so I can't watch somebody like Lav.
Oh, okay.
True, what's an incitement to murder between content creators?
You have a good time?
True.
Anyway.
No. It's
Interesting
painful.
time?
Yeah, but no, it's unpleasant and painful and upsetting to feel that I have an obligation
True.
to you to address your concerns, but you're making them at a time when they're going to be used as ammunition against me. And I feel...
Well, then don't fucking address the concerns then. God. He's become such a little sensitive.
True, I'm
fucking
threatening you
bitch,
to
mate. It's
XYZ.
unbelievable.
Famously how threats are issued.
Just whinging constantly about fucking bullshit. Just log the fuck off, man. Jesus Christ.
Projection, thy name is Cuck Logic.
I guess I feel a greater obligation to you than I do
Projection.
to as my orbiter, than I do to defending myself. But I don't like the position I'm in.
No, I'm thankful that you decided to take that on, even though it causes you great pain. Not a lot of people would do that, so that's cool.
Anyway, I think that's it, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to show up for you.
Jesus Christ, man.
Jesus Christ. So if you've enjoyed this, click like, sub, smash the bell, become a Patreon, and all that good jazz. Remember how Chad talked about his principles before and how he distastes this kind of stuff, but when it comes to DK, all of a sudden it's not a big deal. True. True.